It's time to show them.
Yeah.
You call it my baby, then I'm afraid. You like it, tattooed on my face. So I'll be here for you, whether you want me
Yeah.
You have now mastered the basic skills. It's time for your first challenge.
Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all can hear me. Oh no.
That's not what we want. Shout out to the chat. My bad. My bad, y'all. What's going on? Yeah, a little different. Just a little bit. Yeah, okay. Shout out to the chat. What's going on, everybody? Oh, no, we not doing that yet. You going to have to wait, bro. I'm going to have to say hello to the people before you come up here. Yeah, my bad on that. That was pretty funny. So, shout out to y'all. Let me speak to everybody. Act like I got some manners. Let me see who's in here. I had to look at it over here. Actually, I'll look at it here. Shout out to Halima in here early. What's going on, Halima? Moni Mo in the building. Salute to you, Moni Mo. Good evening. We got the Cap in the building. Shout out to them Cap boys. Let's go. What's going on, Big Hen? Salute to Big Hen. Trey Spectives. What's going on, Trey Spectives? Good evening to you. Hopefully all is well. Kiss my cheeks. How you doing? I know. Hey, we'll see what kind of mood you in. I think I saw you said you was at work still, so you ain't in the mood to start no trouble yet. But once you get off, we'll see what kind of mood you in, right? What's going on, Kiss my cheeks? We got Lovelace in the building. Shout out to Lovelace.
Oh, hell is hot. Ain't no water there. Hell is hot. Ain't no water there. No ice, no tea, no lemonade, no Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade. Hell is hot.
Good evening to you, Lovelace. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. David Johnson, salute to you, bro. It's been a minute. Hopefully all is well. We got Calvin Jedediah Jones in the building. What up? the ever-changing name. What up, Calvin? Who else we got in the building? Shout out to M Soul in the building. M Soul, y'all know that's my day one, y'all.
Hey, yo, fuck y'all. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna come off on me like that? Martin, hey, we cool. Me and you is boys.
Shout out to my day one M Soul in the building. What's going on? Shout out to everybody who had the opportunity to hit that like button on their way in too. It is greatly appreciated. It's free. Likes are free. Who else we got? Who else we got? Skinny, Mr. Skinny in the building. What up, Skinny? Salute. Who else we got in the building? K20 EP1. What up? Mika, good evening to you. Shout out to Just J in the building. We got Just J in the building, y'all.
Just J. Shout out to Just J. Just J. Shout out to Just J.
All right, I think I'm caught up. I think I spoke to everybody. Shout out to everybody who's coming in. Who else is a content creator? I don't know. All right, well, he left. I guess he got tired of waiting. I'm actually probably happy about that, but I'm sure he'll probably be back more than likely. We just getting started, so he likes to roam around. We ain't even gonna mention his name because he might just show up. But shout out to everybody out there. Appreciate everybody coming through. Like the thumbnail and the title says, it's an open panel. The link is pinned. I'm just, really, let's chat. I got time today. Last time, we got cut off. And who else is a content creator so I can post their channel? Just let me know. I don't understand what you're saying. If you talking to me, I don't know. I don't know if you talking to me or if you talking to somebody else. But yeah, it's an open panel. So, if anybody wants to hit the link to talk about anything specific, wants to shift the conversation or whatever, that's allowed, obviously with boundaries, of course. Uncle L, salute to you, Uncle L. I, of course, will have some things to talk about. Post their channel in the chat. I don't know who you talking to, M Soul. I don't know if you talking to me or somebody else. Because if you talking to me, I don't know what the hell you talking about. So maybe you talking to somebody else. I'm gonna mind my business until I figure out. But I'm sorry. I got me distracted up in here. So there's a whole bunch of places, I can go if nobody actually hits the link and wants to talk about anything specific. I was going to talk a little bit about kind of recapping last week's football games. I don't know how much I want to talk about that. There's a game tonight. Not really too much interested in it. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Cincinnati don't really have much going on. Pittsburgh's only favored by 4.5. The game is in Cincinnati. But I mean, Cincinnati's situation as far as they got Flacco at quarterback now. Pittsburgh got Aaron Rodgers, so it's the old man bowl out there. But Flacco just got there last week, so not really interested in that game. Luke Jenkins, the Black Moon Rising. What up, though? Lovelace, you said the Steelers gonna win. I would expect so. I mean, but the way last week went, I mean, you just never know, really. Flacco may go out there and actually win the game. Angelo J, hey, yo, what up? Salute. Flacco may actually go out there and win the game. You just never know. All right, we got a guess, y'all. Bishop.
Shout out to Iceberg. What up, Iceberg?
What up?
Man, why you ain't say what's up them soul, man? She was trying to get your attention. You ain't even speak to her.
I did speak to M Soul. You just missed it.
You never said her name, man.
I played an entire drop saying hello to M Soul. You just missed it.
Oh, my bad. What about how Lovelace doing? Can she come back up and hit the panel? Because I ain't live today, man. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? I got time today. I got time like you today. So I'm just saying we finished our conversation, man. We was having a, you know, but it was a little tricky. You was trying to, you know, he was trying to clap me, dog. You know, and I was on that time delay, man. What's going on with you, brother?
What do you mean I was trying to clap you? I didn't do anything to you. I didn't try to strike your channel or anything.
Good job, brother. You couldn't do it anyway, but I mean, you know, good job. I appreciate that.
So why would you say something like that?
You was looking like a motherfucker. You was wearing, man, Benjamin, you live over there. You did. You asked me a bunch of suspect questions. I couldn't finish really having a decent conversation with him. So I mean, Lovelace. Tell Lovelace, man.
I'm not gonna tell Lovelace to do anything.
Can you ask her? Can you request for her to hit the link?
I don't need to. She can hear you just fine. If she wants to hit the link and talk to you, she would. Nine-Jaw, salute, Fenici.
He can hear me. What you mean she can hear me? He can hear me.
Look, what I tell you last time? What I tell you last time?
Playing, Iceberg, I'm only playing.
What did I tell you last time?
I don't remember, brother. You got to repeat it today. What you talking about?
I said be respectful.
Very respectful, man. Where was that disrespect at? If that's a woman and she knows she's a woman, why would that? Would that bother you if somebody called you a girl? Be honest, man. If you was in high, I'm just saying, if you was in high. Come on, don't start holding your head and dropping you. Come on, Iceberg. Do I do you like that, man?
Boy, what the fuck you want?
Why did that bother you, bruh?
What bothers me?
I'm not really doing your day. I'm not doing your day like this, man. You want me to leave, man? I don't want to come over here. Huh?
What do you want? What would you like?
It's your panel. You said open panel. You got time today. So I was like, see if Lovelace want to come on so we can finish the conversation that we was having. We kind of got interrupted. So,
that's it doesn't look like she wants to come up right now.
That's cool. That's what I thought the link. That's what I thought, man. But anyway, I just stopped by to say hi. I'm going to go back over there and say hi to Moonlight, see what she doing. Okay. How you feeling today, man?
I'm good.
Yes. You still working in your garden?
Why is that any of your concern?
Bruh, because ain't it the people's garden or something, man? We can't be concerned about the garden?
My garden is not the people's garden. No, my garden is my garden.
So you don't share your garden? Can you walk outside and let us see how good God been to you?
No, that's okay. I don't want to show you anything at your request. No, I'm good on that.
So what you got growing in your garden then? Can you at least tell us what you got growing?
Not your concern.
So you ashamed of your garden?
No, I just don't plan to share any of it with you, so it's not your concern.
You wouldn't just be sharing it with me, your audience. When the last time you talked to your audience and told them what you had going on in your garden?
Again, not your concern.
So you don't put that stuff on your channel?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So you just stop gardening altogether, quit growing stuff, just put up all your plants and everything, huh?
If that's what you want to think.
Amazing, Iceberg. You gotta. I mean, come on, man. Why you so secretive, man?
What's going on, brother? We got Denmark Andy in the building.
Hello. How are you doing?
What am I doing?
No, how are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm okay, man. I drink a little bit. Smoke a little bit,
You smoking a little bit?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sometimes I go outside.
Okay, Bishop want to talk to you, I think. Go ahead, Bishop.
No, I don't know him, bro, because he sound like that dude that was on Kev channel. I don't want to talk to him. How you doing? But outside of that, that's what he sound like. That you put that overlay up on him soon he hit the panel. That's the dude from another country or something. I think he was on Kev channel one night.
I'm just not familiar with him, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I jump a lot around.
Oh, that's what's up.
Just go and see who have open panel or have the StreamYard link. I'm from Denmark.
Yeah, I think that's him.
That's what's up. What's going on in Denmark right now?
Oh, not much, man. It's getting cold.
It's that time of year. It's getting cold here too.
Yeah, no, but it's getting really cold. Shit.
That's what you wanted to say?
Can't do shit about it. No, I don't know. Put me on cam. Let me talk to you guys, man.
Nah, Iceberg ain't going for that one. Don't take the bait, Iceberg.
You are talking to us. You talking to us right now.
Yeah, but you see, there's no human interaction, like no body language. You can see me, but like
Iceberg don't trust you, man.
Why don't you hang out in the chat and then find out from there, and then come on back. I think he got cut off or something. So
Yeah, Iceberg, like I ain't going.
It's cool if you don't.
He having some issues. Yeah, he dropped down. So all right, what's up, Bishop?
Yeah, you got to be good one, Iceberg. Got your little screen over. And man, shout out on your intro too. That's all your work, man, or somebody else? Did you pay for that, or you did that yourself? Be honest, man.
I didn't pay for anything, but it's a collaboration.
Somebody did it for you, or you put that together?
It's a collaboration.
What that mean? You helped somebody put it together for you?
That means somebody did the beat. That means somebody did the graphics. That means it was put together by somebody, and it's a collaboration.
So multiple people did it. A lot of people got their hand in it.
That's typically what collaboration means.
All right, Iceberg, I'm learning something, man. It was a good. I'm saying a good job. I'm like, Iceberg done stepped this little game up. It looked good. Nice little intro. That was what's up, man. Because I was over there looking at Moonlight, and then when you said when I seen a little, I'm subscribed to your channel, so I get your little notifications. So I said, let me slide over and see what Berg got going on. So shout out on that. That looked good. Shout out to whoever did it, who all y'all put together. Your whole collaboration came out nice, man. That was tight. Nice little beat, everything else was up.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, salute. What's the word?
Mm-hmm. You trying to get your numbers back up, Berg?
Why are you worried about my numbers? This is the second time you've come over here asking me about my numbers. You got more subscribers than me, and my numbers are better than you. Why are you asking me about my numbers?
Berg used to be in the hundreds, dog. Didn't you used to be in the hundreds over here?
Why do you care?
Bruh, I'm subscribed to your channel. I get all your notifications, and I come over here and interact with you, brother. I mean, damn, bro, you don't give me no daps for nothing, man.
My boss Mayo, good evening. Who you got in the verses? Who you got in the verses next week, Bishop? Cash Money or No Limit?
I ain't in them boys I don't know, man. I don't know about them boys. I don't be into them boys like that, so I don't know.
Say less. Good evening.
Them boys a little tricky with me, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They keep doing their thing, man. They've been doing it for years, man.
What you mean they a little tricky with you? What's that mean? You just don't understand them?
No, they like kissing they like kissing each other in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be respectful on your channel, but them dudes over there, them the dudes, man. Them some dudes over there. Them some old country dudes, man. So I don't know. So I
you like pouring baby oil on people, and you worried about people kissing people in the mouth.
Bro, that came from one little saying, man. That was one little saying. I don't like pouring baby oil on nobody. I ain't never poured no baby oil on nobody. Okay.
But so you understand how that sounds and how weird that sounds.
I understand who started that narrative and who said, "Oh man,
what narrative? You said it."
I'm finna tell you. Man, bro, it was a narrative that was ran after what I said. He ain't even on you. He don't even make videos no more. He ain't even here no more. There's some people that tapped out doing shit, Iceberg. That's what I look at.
Do you know the definition of narrative?
Yeah, I know what narrative means, stupid.
Because that's not a narrative. That's something we all observed. We listened to you say it.
Iceberg, hold on, slow down. When it happened, the little Brutilda kept saying, "You feel me? You feel me? You feel me?" So
I know all of this. I don't need you to repeat it.
I'm not gonna repeat it. I was reserving that to where if me and Will ever had, you know what I'm saying, any interaction. Because when he kept saying that shit, I'm like, bruh, I'm not gonna never touch you. See, you lead out, said, I ain't gonna never put my hands on you. I'm not gonna never touch you. And he kept saying, "You feel me?" I said, "Look, bro, if you keep saying that, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna rub it all in till it disappears." Soon I said that, ear said, "Oh man," he started a narrative immediately. Right away, he started a narrative immediately. I know what I said. I know what was said to Brutilda, but Ear stopped it and made it like a shock. Like, man, do y'all see what just happened? I just sat here and watched Bishop virtually grape somebody. He did this, he did that, and next thing you know, the whole narrative ran into baby oil Bishop. They start putting me on baby oil bottles, pit. They were doing all kind of shit. So do you understand what a narrative is? That a person can stop right where you at and start running a narrative. And that narrative ran for a line. I didn't cry about it. I didn't say nothing about it. I didn't flag nobody. I didn't strike nobody about it. but it all kind of went away. Have you noticed that? And they can pull it back up when they want to. I'm gonna land and I'm gonna get in their donut. You understand what I'm saying? But just pay attention to what's been going on. And another couple things I want to ask you, Iceberg. Please say it's open panel. You mean
open
they
panel don't mean you get to come ask me 1,000 questions. You understand that, right?
Man, you was over here lonely when nobody hit your link. Let me go over there and collab a little bit.
I just started. You hit the link while my intro was going on.
You invited me, bro.
DJ Cleveland, salute.
Iceberg, did the sniper get sniped?
I heard him.
You ain't heard nothing. Are you cool with him? Do you and him get along?
Yeah, we get along.
You be over there in this chat, don't you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. I think I seen you over there a couple of times. I go over there sometime for a little while. But anyway, they said somebody got clapped or something. They was like, man, they nervous. They said channels getting hit and clapped. I'm like, damn.
You had something to do with it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't strike nobody. I ain't got time for that shit. It's a waste of time.
Then why you worried about it?
It's the motherfucking sector gossip that's being said, Iceberg. People talk in the street, kiss my cheeks, be everywhere in these streets, man.
I'm not into gossip. I'm into facts.
Bro, stop. Your boy over there, he trying to separate himself from his brother, like Suge separated himself from old Graveyard and Big and Choose. He like, man, you gonna go to jail. Stop threatening people. Quit calling family members and involving. That's all. You ain't been saying none of you. You just don't pay attention to nothing in the sector no more. You just
pay attention to what I pay attention to. I don't pay attention to the things you pay attention to, apparently.
I'm talking about in the sector, Iceberg. See how you're trying to be all strategic and stuff? See how you sound? You're starting to sound like a smart dummy saying that, Iceberg.
Really?
I pay attention to the stuff I pay attention to. I don't know. I don't pay attention to this stuff. What do you pay attention to? Would you like to share anything about the bus life sector news? And can you kind of give us something on what's going on? Or you just don't watch nobody else in the sector?
Who you want me to watch?
I don't know, bro. I'm saying you rebranded yourself. I see you trying to rebrand yourself.
In what way?
You don't stop, you know what I'm saying, just being a real full-fledged 100% Kwame. You don't say that no more. You don't play his videos no more. So I see you trying to, do better, man. But them numbers is low, Iceberg. And that bothers you every time I said it, huh? Because you was in the hundreds, man. Where you at now, dog? You down there, you up in the 20s, Jay? You in the teens, dog. You gonna get your numbers back. You trying to rebrand yourself.
You wanna watch a video with me?
What video is it? I might click out. What it depends on what it is. What's going on with you, Bird?
Let's watch a video real quick.
Let me see. Is it a good one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Oh, Bird got 25 in the building.
Here's the story of a boy named Kwame who was living on YouTube, projecting every day. He was a poor, miserable soul, like his followers, the youngest one in Pearls.
Here's more stories of a bus named Kwame who had 3 more favorites going on his nuts. They are more males, hiding in the closet, gay on, the down low.
That's the one reason you never see a woman. And we knew that it was much more than a hunch. It is true. Their entire crew's on Yak shit. That's the way they all became the Kwamite Bunch. The Kwamite Bunch. The Kwamite Bunch. That's the way they became the Kwamite Bunch.
Fuck you, Bird! Fuck you, Bird!
You all remember that?
Good work, Bird. Good work, man. That's what's up, man. That's taking it to another level, man. Good job, man. Good job. to go and take all that, put all that together. That's what's up, man. Whoever did that, man, good work, man.
That's
good
old,
work.
man. I did that a long time ago.
Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, well, that's my first time seeing it. Shit seemed like it's new to me. Oh, good job, dude.
That's old.
Oh, okay, you been okay. See what I'm saying? Me and you would have been getting along better, man. But now you let Sis put his hand in your back pocket. You got so excited.
Well, pause, man. Pause. No, hell no.
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? What made you say that, Bird?
Why you be saying weird shit like that, man?
What's wrong with what I said? Explain that. What made that constitute?
That sounds like some prison shit, man. Get out of here with that. I don't do that. I don't do that prison talk.
That's how your mind think, Bird. You can't get mad at me from the way that triggered your mind.
No, you need to stop saying that prison shit around here.
Bruh, I can't.
Hold on, I need to welcome somebody in. NC Lady B1, good evening to you.
I realize that a lot of people from New York is moving to North Carolina, and I just want y'all to know and be aware that they don't give a fuck that you're from New York. They crazy out here too. So this is the top 3 cities that y'all need to be aware of. The people from these cities is not to be fucked with. Listen up. Coming in hot. Durham, North Carolina. If somebody tell you, I don't care where you at in North Carolina, if somebody tell you they're from Durham, don't do anything to piss these people off. They don't care. They all had the same water. Understand me when I say these people are literally the definition of 0 to 100. There's no gray area with these people. They either fuck with you or they don't. Don't get them to the side where they don't fuck with you. If you don't talk to them, just don't talk to them. But once you piss them off, they're gonna catch a charge. Moving on. Coming in second, High Point. High Point, North Carolina. My thing is, do not fuck with nobody from High Point, North Carolina. Like, if you piss one person off in High Point, North Carolina, do you see how big the city is? The whole High Point is on your ass. They might not get along with each other, but that's for them to figure out. Once you fuck with one person from High Point, the whole entire city is on your ass. Coming in third, this, I took it to the country because these people, look. Clinton, North Carolina, I had to throw them in there because Clinton is not a place that you, listen, if you go to Clinton for whatever reason, just do whatever you gotta do and get the hell out of there. So many people never made it home coming from Clinton. Clinton is not one of them places to fuck around in. And this is just like if you are in Clinton. Because them people out there are really like, it's so country. It's like everybody know each other and you just probably won't even make it home coming from the city. So just beware. They don't care that you're from New York. They will fuck you up and you will not make it home. Trust me.
Thick cut, salute. All right, you got anything else, man? What do you want?
Yeah, man. Iceberg, be nice, man. I'm trying to be cool with you. David Johnson, he got a lot to say. Kiss my cheeks. I'm gonna let her get away with it, man. I like Kiss My Cheeks. She cool. What's going on Berg, man? I'm giving you a show. When'd you make that? When'd y'all make? Is that a collaboration or is that all you, Iceberg?
What are you talking about now?
The video you just played. That's a type video. I liked it. Till I see me in the middle with the stick. Shout out for putting the stick there with me, Iceberg. If you wouldn't have put the stick, I'd have been like, oh, this is some bullshit right here. But shout out though, man. When did you make that, man? That's pretty cool. I ain't never seen it, man.
Probably like a year or so ago.
Are you serious? Have you added more stuff to it, or that's the way it's been for a year?
That's the way it's been the entire time. Brian Black, salute.
You know what, man? Listen, you should you do that as a drop, man. Like when somebody give you a cash out, or are you monetized, Iceberg?
Yes.
Do you get you can get super chats, can't you?
Yes.
Man, why you don't set it up to where you for the drops when they give you a super chat? People give you more if they send far as hearing that kind of stuff. That kind of entice some type of people.
People don't like to see you.
Not me, dog. I'm just saying that. I ain't saying me. You don't play me on your channel. I don't care. You ain't got to play me on your channel. But that's what I'm gonna do once I get myself set up. I'm getting close to it. I'm gonna set up and I'll do all that, do my own videos. You know what I'm saying? My own little cartoon characters. You know what I'm saying? Be creative. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. You're gonna be out there doing little shit. That's what's up. That's what I was saying. I've been looking into stuff like that and going over. So that's what I was saying. Shout out to you. But y'all see, we still got some people in the chat and they ain't got nothing to do. Shout out to the ones in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, man. They come through the chat. That's why I said I kiss my cheek everywhere I go. Kiss my cheeks, be there. She come over, she give me support too. So shout out to Kiss My Cheeks.
How you know it's not the other way around? True 7, salute. True 7, Clarence 13X, salute.
Oh, he got I blocked over to him. What you mean the other way around?
You talking about everywhere you go, Kiss My Cheeks is how you know you not everywhere that Kiss My Cheeks goes.
That's probably because it ain't but a little certain few, but I'm just saying the little couple channels I go to, about 4 or 5, just to kind of see what's going on. I'll be seeing her in there. And she be active though. That's good though. She be in there, you know what I'm saying, keeping the chat going, talking to people. She's real important in the sector too, man. She come through, do her thing. She don't get in her feelings or nothing like that. So shout out to Kiss My Cheek. I said a little shit, it make me laugh. She laughed, you know what I'm saying? She put her little smiley faces up. She got a little mangy ass mutt, you know what I'm saying? So she don't take it to heart, you know. She don't take it to heart. Okay, Bishop. Oh, God. No, I didn't see what I'm saying. I want you to keep coming back, kid. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna mod you back up when you come over there. You done earned your mod stick over here. Man, I'm going, Iceberg, man. Shut up, man. Go and do your thing.
Yeah, you see you running away people away, right?
No, I ain't trying to run. Bro, let me show you something. That's how, hey, Iceberg, that's how they do it. If I go to certain channels, look, no, let me say this real fast. No, don't take it personal, bro. I go to certain channels. If I'm in the bush, I see what the numbers is. If I come in, people will start leaving. Likewise on my channel. So what's going to happen is just how people play. It's how the game play. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing your thing, keep putting your work out there, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Can't get too concerned about what people do. People gonna do what they want to do when they get ready to do it. So for you to try to dictate and manipulate people on what they should do and how they should do it and blame somebody else for what somebody else is doing, man, kill game on all that. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't you say you were leaving?
Huh?
Didn't you say you were leaving?
I'm long-winded. You needed the company, Iceberg.
I said, didn't you say you were leaving?
I'm long-winded, bro. I'm finna get up out of here, but I'm just saying, man, shout out to you.
Well, carry your long wind somewhere else. Bye, man. All right, Tasha Z, salute. Good evening to you. Thick Cut. Shout out to Thick Cut for getting that membership. Oh, hold on, I'm on the wrong damn side. Hold up, I gotta do it over here. That's how you put it up on the screen. Shout out to Thick Cut for getting a membership. You too can get a membership. Let me get to the right damn thing. Yeah, shout out to Thick Cut for getting that membership. Did I miss anybody else coming in? All right, I think that's everybody. All right, enough of that fool. My goodness. Long-winded. That's the damn least of it, right, bro? What the hell? Damn. I mean, I know I said open panel, but damn, why does it have to be you every time? Goodness gracious. All right, y'all. Down to 2455. Good evening to you. Damn, what the hell was I gonna do? I mean, I didn't even really get the chance to get started on anything. I was talking about that football game for a second, but yeah, enough of that. I don't care about them two old men playing. Like I said, it's Aaron Rodgers against Flacco. They can have fun with that. Damn. Where young boy Anthony at? Is he sleep like he normally is? He need a history lesson, man. Young Anthony need a history lesson. He don't know who a lot of people are. That joker said, "Who is the lead attorney?" I said, "What? Who is the lead attorney? You are new. Goodness gracious. All right, so yeah, really what I was going to do, like I said, it's open panel, so if anybody wants to hit the link and actually have a regular, hopefully more normal conversation, you're welcome to. But in the interim, I'm going to kind of not do necessarily a history lesson, but maybe just help Anthony understand some things, maybe a little bit, by just reviewing some old videos / drops, let's say, right? Yeah, he's still learning, but see, here's the thing, ladies, and here's the problem. Here's the problem with what's happening, right? I said something about Anthony, right? And I said something about him not understanding history and all of that. First thing that happened in the chat is some ladies start making excuses for him. That's the first thing that happened. I'm looking at the comments, right? And I'm not saying anything negative about y'all for doing it, but that's the first thing that happened. Now, Anthony is 30 years old or about to be 30 or wherever he is. He's somewhere close to 30. He's above 25. Really above damn 18, but you know, he's above 25. And still doing very juvenile things. Mrs. Baker, good evening to you. Doing very juvenile things. Demetric Jones, good evening, fam. I mean, he grown enough to okay, put it like this, ladies. All y'all that want to say like minimize whatever it is, whether he's 29, 30, whatever. He is somewhere in the range of 11 to 12 years past the point where if he got locked up, they sending his ass to adult prison with men. I don't give a fuck what he act like on here. He's been in that classification for the past 11 to 12 years. Where if he does anything, he going to prison with adult grown-ass men that are fucking anywhere from 18 to 100. There's motherfuckers that's going to die in there, old as hell. Retro 813, salute. So the people, police, or whoever that encounter him on the street doing this young boy shit are going to treat him like any of them other 18 to whatever 100-year-olds out there. I just hope he doesn't act like this out in the streets in real life. He spends so much time on YouTube, and I guess maybe he's working or other times, so maybe that keeps him out of trouble because he on YouTube fucking around with us. So he ain't even really out there in the streets like that. But if he is out in the streets fucking around like that, boy gonna learn a hard lesson the wrong way. And I just hope that the encounter is with people who on the good side of things and not some of them fucking dirty, crooked motherfuckers that'll do the young boy wrong, you know? Yeah, when he yelled outlaws out the outside, like, what you doing, bruh? And he doing this shit in real life. That's what I'm saying. That's what concerns me about it, that making excuses for it on YouTube may translate into him feeling like it's okay in real life because he got all these adults on YouTube telling him it's okay, you know, coddling him when he falling asleep on the man, bro. You can't only do this so many times. You can't be doing this back to back to back to back every day. Come on now, man. If you getting tired, just tell people, hey man, I'm about to go to sleep and end your live. I apologize, Lovelace. On my Sunday live, I had to kind of cut it off real quick. And, you know, because I had something I had to get to. So I had to end it kind of abruptly. We were, you know, in a conversation. You know, but yeah, so, you know, I don't know. I want to see the young boy do better. I mean, with the way that he is progressing, YouTube ain't gonna monetize his channel. It's deeper. Salute to you. You know, the way that he's progressing and, you know, doing things, they're not going to monetize his channel because they're going to review it and they're going to see the way that he does things, the way that he lets any and everything go on, and then he falls asleep. So showing he has zero control and wants zero responsibility for what happens on his channel, why would they make a partnership with someone who wants zero control and zero responsibility, but wants to, you know, reap rewards? Tesha Z's, shout out to Tesha Z's for being a member for 9 months. Said, let me find it. Where to go? Said, blessings, it's good to see you go live. Enjoy. I appreciate you, Tesh. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody who had the opportunity to hit that like button. But yeah, man, I just want to see I just want to see the young boy do better. I mean, because I'm calling him young boy, and that's just because I'm 46. But he ain't a young boy. He's not a young boy. He's at all. He's a grown ass man. I don't look at 30-year-olds as young boys, really. He just act like that, so that's what kind of got in the habit of calling him. But he's not a young boy. He a grown ass man. I probably work with 30-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? I know I did when I was in the military. And for him to, I'm not doxing him because he talks about it all the time, because he always be like, hey man, they out there flying them planes, and he already talked about where he lived. King Stone, a salute. For him to live near a military installation is interesting. It's just interesting to see the maturity level of a 29-year-old in near an environment like that. Yeah, by 30, you should definitely be a mature young man by that age. Absolutely. That's the way that I feel about it. But I mean, I was mature at a young age. I mean, I went into the Army at 18, and, they kind of force you to mature at that point. I was already mature going in, but they force you to go even further as maturity. So, by 18, 19, I'm fully formed, but I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. If he lives near a military installation, he has a lot of young people around him who are, or should be, to an extent, some level of maturity that seem to be beyond where he is, So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just like to smoke too much, and he got, people who will coddle him in his life, so he hasn't been forced to grow up necessarily. Is he a military brat? What are you saying, Thick Cut? About to be 40, you feel like you 80, it's deeper. Damn, I hope that you feel like it in the mind and not in the body. If you feel like you 80 in the body, that ain't good. Just because he lives near a military base doesn't mean it's instilled in him. Look at some of the veterans running amok on this app. I mean, you that's true. I mean, we do have the parrot out there who acts a damn fool. So you're not wrong on that one. I can't really say that you're wrong on that. But I don't know. Like I said, I just want to see him do better. That's all. That's the only reason I'm even saying anything in reference to him, because I want to see him do better, and I don't want to see him get caught up behind just some of the nonsense, that he may think is okay to be doing and it's not. Letting any and everybody up on your panel just say anything, is not okay. I know you be saying you getting the content and all that. That's fine, but there's a whole bunch of people who came on here and said they doing something to get the content, and their channels are no longer with us because they was just trying to get the content. I mean, you watched Kev Lolu's channels doing that. I'm trying to get the content. I'm trying to get the content. Let any and everything happen on the channel. You watch people lose channels with that whole I'm trying to get the content nonsense. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's certain numbers to chase. I'll put it to you like that. There's certain numbers for you to chase. Like, for example, Bishop come up here asking me about my numbers. Bishop probably got I don't know how many subscribers he has, but Bishop got probably 6,000 subscribers or something like that, right? Because he be doing them verticals and all types of stuff. But Bishop can't get 10 people in his chat at any given time. And his video would end up with less than 100 views with all those subscribers. So it's like, what numbers are you chasing here? I have just over 1,000 subscribers. My last video I did got around 400 views. So that's about 40% of my viewers watching that video. Whereas his 6,000 subscribers, he can't even break 1%. And he's probably not even monetized. I'm monetized over here. YouTube pays me for this shit on top of the super chats and stuff. So if you're going to chase numbers, make sure that you're chasing the right numbers. I ain't trying to do him like nothing, kiss my cheeks. Bishop then came over here 2 live streams in a row asking me about my numbers. Talking about how I had 100 in the chat, this and that, whatever. He's more worried about my numbers than I am. So if he wants to talk about my numbers, let's look at his numbers. How many subscribers does he have? How many views does he get on his videos? Oh, why is he worried about my numbers? He's coming over here to try to get numbers from me, a channel that has a fraction of the subscribers of him. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't even go live that often. What are we doing? Yeah, Bishop got so he got double the amount of subscribers. He got 2.16K subscribers. And let's see here. Let me go to something that's like a day ago. All right. His he got a live stream from 4 days. He got so many damn streams. He streams like 15 times a day, right? So he got, here you go. He got a live stream of me. It's 5.5 hours long. It got my name in the damn title. 4 days ago, he got 261 views. So I got damn near double the amount of views as him, but he got double the amount of subscribers as me. And his video was longer. So, like I'm saying, if you're going to chase numbers, make sure you're chasing the right type of numbers. That's all I'm trying to say to the young. I'm going to stop calling him young boy. That's all I'm trying to say to Anthony. Mafia Anthony. That's all I'm trying to say. Is, because you can get paid from this YouTube shit, bro. You got talent, The boy be singing and all types of shit. So you got talent. You just got to take yourself serious and take your channel serious. That's all. That's all. But hey, don't listen to me. Shout out to It's Deeper on that $5 super chat. Says salute to you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say to him, Bishop over there at all them subscribers and can't get monetized because he don't know how to act. He don't have any self-control. I'm over here, barely go live, and I'm monetized. YouTube fuck with me. So what are we doing? You hang out at Sis chat all the time. Sis, I don't know how many monetized channels he has, but it's multiple. The brother knows how to get a channel monetized. You see the type of stuff that he does on his channels, what he does and does not allow. There's a reason for that. His channels don't end up getting unmonetized. So, I mean, it's just all about who you pay attention to, bro. Rolling Green, salute. All about who you pay attention to. All right. So, in an effort to help give him a little bit of history, let's say, because there's obviously people that he wasn't around for, situations that he doesn't know a whole lot about. I'm going to use some of my favorite, let's call them drop makers in the sector to help tell the story. The Beef Sector Podcast, salute, what's up? To help, tell the story. So I'm gonna play the drop. I'll, pause it along the way, give commentary on it, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. Like I said, anybody's welcome to hit the link, and nobody hits the link, we'll just go through these and see if anything else comes to mind to talk about and get up out of here. But let's see here, share my screen. So the first one here is from my favorite drop maker in these YouTube streets, the one and only, the talented Scammer Scoundrels and Scallywags. So this is an old video / drop. It's pretty lengthy, but y'all will understand why there's so much to it, right? So without further ado, let's get into this first one from Triple S. Like I said, this is an old one, but it's important history because apparently some people that are coming around now don't know everything that happened and why certain people get looked at a certain way, especially as far as their associations with, you know, other people, right? So think about most of these videos that we're talking about from the aspect of association, right? All right, so let's go. Title, The Big Payback, featuring Lonnie One Love and Facts Over Feelings, a.k.a. Darrell Austin, a.k.a. Passion. Let's go.
This motherfucker I was talking to lied about his identity, lied about, not with his identity, he lied about his age. He lied about his skin complexion. He lied about his location. He just lied about everything. He lied about the ages of his children, you know? So, that's why it was so hard to find this person. You know what I'm saying? But I knew, see, you know, he wanted to be on YouTube so bad. He wants to build a YouTube channel so bad. He always wanted to co-host. He always wanted, I knew he was going to slip up one day. It was the camera slip. Then he kept showing himself outside. And then the famous part of him answering to the name Darrell. He kept telling everybody his name was Nashawn. He told everybody he was like 33, 32 or something like that. Told people that his name is Nashawn. And come to find out he's 45 and his name is Darrell.
But I ain't nowhere near 45.
So for, you know, maybe Anthony, I don't know if he was around, at what stories he knows about this situation. But that's your girl Lonnie, you know, obviously talking about when she found out information about your boy that went by so many different names. David Johnson, I believe he's still locked up. I don't know. I didn't really get into looking up the details of how much time he got. But I want to say somebody said that he had got, you know, at least 5 years or so. And I know it hasn't been 5 years since then. I don't think Anthony is in here right now, NC Lady, but hopefully he'll see the replay. Hopefully he'll see a replay. But yeah, so this is your girl Lonnie. Again, back in the day, talking about information that she found out about your boy. Like I say, he went by so many different names while he was over here. He was Nashawn, he was Facts Over Feelings, he was Darrell, he was a whole bunch of different names. But this is back then when she was finding out the information and then the mix in of the stuff that he had to say kind of in response or the lies that he told in response.
Nowhere near. Not yet. Nice try, though. You can believe anything you want because that's 211 pushing that narrative.
Found out this stuff. So the funny part was when we found out his name was Darrell Austin, and we thought he was in his 30s. So the first person we looked up was a Darrell Austin in their 30s. But it was weird because the birthday was in January, not June. I left it alone a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, well, maybe that's not him. But more stuff came out. He started going on the porch, all that type of stuff. So people started doing Google searching and all that type of stuff. And it's another Darrell, Deshaun Austin. Matches right with him, 45, June 1978. Bingo. It was adding up. Looked up the address, all of that.
Why? Why you want to know where I'm at? Why you want to know where I'm at? No, I don't. No, I don't. But if you want to believe that, I'm fine with that. I got addresses all up and down the East Coast, bro. I got addresses all up and down the East Coast. You hear me?
And then we found.
So again, for the people who are playing catch up, the new people, she basically was in a relationship with this dude. This is back at the time, you know, when she, I believe, was still married. Again, none of my business, that part. Her marriage, relationship, and all that, none of my business. But she was messing around with dude, but he was giving her all bad information, apparently. You know, trying to hide his identity for a reason, obviously.
We found his mama had a Facebook, Gloria Austin. Go on to Facebook, stroll down. What do you see? You see her, him, and all her kids. Him and the 3 sisters. So, yeah, he admitted. He admitted that, you know, that's his mama. He admitted that that's his sister. That name matches with that house. And guess what? On the first Darrell Austin, that's 32, no sex charge came up. No sex charge came up. But on Darrell Deshaun Austin, a sex offense charge came up.
Well, first of all, as far as that charge, I looked at the.
Shout out to Lavelle Hampton. He said that was when YouTube was fun and funny as fuck. Rachel Banks, good evening to you. So as you see there, new people, she found, she did her digging, did her research, found the right name, found the right date of birth, got the stuff plugged in, and sex charges come up. She's like, oh, yeah. But again, she is messing around with this dude. And, and as some people in the chat say, allegedly may have still been engaged in her marriage at the time, but none of my business.
Charge came up. No sex charge came up. But on Darrell Deshawn Austin, a sex offense charge came up.
Well, first of all, as far as that charge, I looked at the charge. I even researched whoever she claiming it is or whatever. The shit is on an inactive docket. It wasn't even prosecuted. It's one of them things. It's called step docket, right? And I called the courthouse too. You know what I'm saying? If that was my charge, I would pick out that shit expunged. Don't you know you can get a step docket charge expunged? That's the inactive docket.
No, it's not. You cannot get it expunged. It's along with the assault charge.
Now, she already called, and we heard the clerk. Clerk didn't say anything that you're saying right now. That was a step from the clerk.
You can go online to find out what he's eligible for.
So if you heard there him talking about the situation and listen to it, sounds kind of familiar. Trying to explain this stuff away. First saying, well, whoever this person is that she looked up, and then he's trying to explain away how easy it is in his mind to get that charge expunged from your record. Well, if this is not even you, like not your situation, why would you just be so knowledgeable and, know how easy it is to get something like that expunged from the record? Even if you look up something and it tells you that you can get this type of charge expunged, him saying that it's easy to do means that it sounds like it's something that he actually attempted to go through, or a process that he was trying to go through. Maybe he did go through, I don't know. So you got to listen to stuff like that. And it's going to sound familiar to somebody we're going to hear a little bit later. So let's hear her call to the clerk.
It's called step docket, right? And I called the courthouse too. You know what I'm saying? If that was my charge, I would pick out that shit expunged. Don't you know you can get a step docket charge expunged? That's the inactive docket.
No, it's not. You cannot get it expunged. It's along with the assault charge.
Now, she already called, and we heard the clerk. Clerk didn't say anything that you're saying right now. That was a step from the clerk.
You can go online to find out what he's eligible for. Or if he wants to come down here and try to fill out the paperwork for an expunge, he can, and the judge will either grant it or deny it based on the charge.
So he got the assault charge. And he has
both of those. He has both of those charges. It's the same case.
So so it's assault and a sex contact, sex offense.
Are those the charges? Are those?
All right. So you see there, she done talked to somebody that we are assuming is the court. I wasn't in that live stream, hear who actually answered the phone and all of that stuff. But person is saying, confirming that he is on, or does have these sex charges basically against him. And they're still active charges, not expunged from his record.
First off, let me explain 3 things real quick. This ain't gonna be long. First off, it ain't my charge. Second of all, a 4th degree sex offense is like slapping somebody on the ass or something like that. Third of all,
why would he know that? So just can run it off the dome like that. Why would he just know this level of sex offense is like doing such and such? Because number one, the level of sex offense varies state by state. Sex crimes are, something that varies state by state as far as how they classify them, what degrees they are, and all of that stuff. How would he know a 4th degree sex offense is this? And he can just run that information off. He ain't looking at no Google site, no law site, and he don't have a Black's Law dictionary in front of him, nothing like that. He's on a panel talking to, I think, T.Y. or somebody at the time. And he just running it off. This is what this is. That's because you actually have that stuff on your record.
I screenshotted it, looked it up, and I called the court. Whoever that is.
I screenshotted it, looked it up, and called the courts. So why is he trying to see, that's a tactic right there, right? That's a tactic. Shout out to Rachel Banks for becoming a member. Just Jay, vaguely, I don't remember it, completely, but I kind of remember him saying something about that. But yeah, so he's using a tactic right there. Hollywood Cole, I see you. He's using a tactic right there to he runs off the knowledge about it real quick, and then he comes back and he tries to verify in a sense. I looked it up, I screenshotted it, and I called the courts. Like, ain't nobody even asked you for all that verification, but you're trying to overprove that you know this information. No, he knows that information because he probably was going through the process of it. That's what it sounds like more so. He's too versed in it. For him to just have looked it up or whatever, he's able to spit it off too quickly.
Case, a fourth degree sex offense is like slapping somebody on the ass or something like that. You know, third of all, I screenshotted it, looked it up, and I called the court. Whoever that is, the case wasn't even prosecuted. It wasn't not guilty. It ain't even go to trial. A step docket is like this. You go to court and they say, well, if you don't get in trouble in a year, or sometime maybe a year, 18 months, and the longest I ever heard of a step docket, and all the time you get in trouble is 3 years. If you don't.
So you hear he's running off the information. He's just running it off. He knows this stuff, right? So right here, Triple S clipped it up for you. What actually the statute is talking about in the state of Maryland, where he was living, where we found out he lived at the time. It says it's a useful tool for prosecutors. If the prosecutor believes that a conviction would not best serve the state, they'll offer offering a criminal case, does not believe they can prove their case, but still want the defendant to abide by certain conditions. Witnesses are reluctant to testify. So basically, if the prosecutor doesn't feel like they can prove their case, but they still have something against a person, they can, kind of still force them to do certain things, I guess. I don't know if it would go down as a conviction, like a plea or not in this situation. The state retains the right to reopen the case if the defendant appeals the decision. So, yeah. So, again, he's running off the information just too rapidly.
You get in no trouble, and this type of nature of this charge within a year or 18 months, you available to get this shit expunged. In the city and state I'm in right now, whoever charged that is can go right to the courthouse and get that expunged. That shit was in 07, though. A step docket, the case wasn't even prosecuted. And most of the time when it happens, it is when women lie. I just want her to let you know the real reason why we're at this point. It ain't about me keep fucking with her, though. She loved the drama. Everybody knows that. It's a YouTube love affair gone wrong. The city and state.
So he said it's a YouTube love affair gone wrong. He's talking about himself and the Lonnie situation and why she is looking up his information. He's basically trying to say that it wasn't him, this person that she's talking about. He's trying to say it's a totally different person. And she just basically disgruntled over their YouTube relationship going wrong. So now, as you see, Triple S is clipped up where he's going to now be on Armando's panel, apparently talking about these charges.
Man, bro, damn it, anywhere across America, bro. If you get convicted of a sex crime against a child.
And as you see, he has a different name again. Now he's Sean Jew on Armando's panel. What name is that? He had like 17 different aliases on here. Sound familiar to somebody else we know? That's a sex registry person. Whole bunch of different aliases. Whole bunch of different excuses. We'll see.
Everybody knows that. It's a YouTube love affair gone wrong.
The city and state, man, bro, damn it, anywhere across America, bro. If you get convicted of a sex crime against a child, bro, your ass going on a felonies list, bro. I ain't got no sexual convictions on my record.
What happened? They put it on inactive?
Yeah,
meaning that it wasn't enough sufficient evidence. Because if it would have, they would have charged you.
So you heard him, right? So Esco was on the panel and asked him what happened. They put it on inactive. He said, yeah. So that means they had charges against him, but they did not feel like they had either the victims available or something like that to prove the charges. So therefore, they went with that stat docket.
Of course. Ain't nothing happened, bro. I went to court one time.
preliminary hearing and shit, and they, you know, my lawyer and the state went up there and they said they ain't got enough evidence to go forth at the what happened.
He went to court one time, preliminary hearing. Now he explaining it all. Now he's explaining it all. Thought it didn't happen. It went from not happening, being a different person, to now he got a whole bunch of actual explanation for what happened. Shout out to Musso Bronze in the building.
Now listen, man, we all know West Side High School is where all the fugitives went. All the rebels. All the motherfuckers that rob shit. All the hoes. Like, let's just keep it real, man. Y'all, West Side had the hoes, man. All the jump offs, the sluts, the skeezers, the scallywags, the trampolines, the diving boards, man. Man, everybody that went to arts, they feel like they was better than everybody. And you grew up to not be shit. Let's just keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? All y'all got is Michael B. Jordan, man. This is the legendary Barringer High School. And the only reason it's legendary is because y'all had the bitches, man. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all had all the Spanish mommies. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing y'all was winning in. Y'all wasn't winning in nothing else. Basketball, football. Y'all was trash at that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Most of the Spanish dudes that moved on from here, they became the plug in Mexico. What killed me about science, man, is that y'all never did nothing scientifical here. You never cut a frog open. Y'all never created nothing. Like, what's the point of calling this shit science if y'all don't even do shit here? I'm saying, you know, we all know Malcolm X Shabazz is the best high school in Newark. It might be the best high school in Jersey. We ain't even gonna disrespect, but one thing I would say about Shabazz, niggas was a little zesty. Like, when I went to Shabazz, it was motherfuckers that was zesty as hell, bro. It was a nigga 6'8", extra zesty. Like, he was running the band and everything. Like, I'm talking about, bro, you didn't want to play basketball? You didn't want to play. I'm in front of Weekway. I gotta say, man, y'all stepped y'all game up to the max, man. You know what I'm saying? Academics, sports. You know what I'm saying? This is the only school right now that get good grades and they will whoop your ass. Like, they'll beat your ass outside the school and go back and finish doing their homework and shit like that, schoolwork and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Weekway. Y'all really stepped y'all game up. I would say y'all the #1 high school in Newark right now. Y'all got it. Newark Tech.
Shout out to Musso Bronze, Jersey stand up. Let's get back into the video, y'all.
Was, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said some shit. I wasn't even around. I wasn't even on the block when it happened. It was one of these things. Somebody was walking through the block, and I tell it. Somebody was walking through the block, hella niggas out there against cars on the block and high smoking. Somebody got slapped on the ass cheek or shit. You know how niggas be on some stupid shit, or even grabbed by the arm. It was something small, but somebody felt violated, called the cops and shit. And when I came back around there, when I pulled up, they asked me for my ID and all that. And they said they was looking for 3 people. And they said I was one of them that was there and shit. I'm like, what? I wasn't even here. So when I went to court.
So he got the whole story now. It went from it not happening to now somebody that slapped, and I'm imagining this is a young girl, on the ass or grabbed her by the arm. 2 very different things, first off, but it's one or the other. He went from slapped on the ass, which is the same story he had told on that other panel about what a 4th degree assault is, to now he's trying to change it to grabbed by the arm. Which one is it? You just said slapped on the ass twice. Now all of a sudden it's grabbed by the arm. And you went back around there after this and they asked for your ID. What? They're looking for 3 people. It's always a whole bunch of people too. Who is Chris? Always a whole bunch of different people. Just be making up lie after lie.
The state was like, my dumb ass, right? Instead of turning it down, I should have turned down the step because they ain't even had no evidence against me. Like, none, I wasn't there. And the girl came to court and said, no, he wasn't out there. I didn't tell y'all he was out there. But the police that patrol around the neighborhood already ain't like me and knew I'd be on.
Sounds like a familiar story. The girl came to court and said I wasn't out there. I wasn't even over there, or I didn't do it. The girl came to court and said that, huh? Came to court and said you didn't do it. So you telling me that the girl became a witness for the defense because the prosecution would not have brought her into court if she was going to get up there and say he didn't do it. That's the whole reason they would have gone the whole stat route and got you to basically take a lesser deal, essentially. Or, plead to a lesser deal. Lesser charge, essentially. That's the whole purpose. Why would the prosecution bring a girl into court so she can say he didn't do it? But you're not saying that this girl became a witness for the defense. No, you're just making up a story. Sound familiar, though.
I block every day. Threw me in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, come on, man.
He getting exposed for the liar that he is. He told me he was light skinned, told me all this shit, 6'1" or 6 foot, showing me pictures of other men in his phone. This man is sick, literally sick. He said, I bet you I don't got no sex charges on my record. He was just arguing with John probably like last month.
Who says, I bet you I don't have no sex charges on my record? Like what right-minded person says that? That's not a phrase that anybody says. I bet you I don't have this on my record. What? You're not supposed to have anything on your record. What the fuck do you want? That's only going to make people look for that on your record. Because you ain't supposed to have shit on your record. All these motherfuckers walking around bragging about the shit they don't have on their record. What the hell? What is that? And these are grown adults. I don't know how old this dude was. I can't remember what year she said he was, but he grown. And that's what I'm saying about, everybody want to look at Anthony as young. No, he is not young. He is grown. JT Moneyman 410, what's good? He is not young. Anthony is grown. He can't be out in these streets wilding out like he be on YouTube.
I bet you I don't got no shit with sex charges or underage girl charges or whatever. It don't matter. You got a sex offense charge.
What? See, right-minded people don't say things like, I bet you I don't have sex charges or stuff with underage girl charges. Right-minded men don't say that. That's not something that you should have to even verbalize. It should just be a given and a known. Whenever I look at anybody out here that I look at as a man, I automatically, without ever even it crossing my mind, go into that situation thinking that they don't have sex charges or anything with underage girls. Like, it's not a thought that crosses my mind until somebody brings it up. What are we doing?
Like, all you do is sit up here and deflect and want everybody to feel sorry for you. We know what Darrell looked like. We know his age. We know he lived with his fucking mama. We know, first of all, he ain't nothing but a piece of shit because his mom is a fucking senior citizen.
All right, so his age is 45. So way too grown to be talking about any of that stuff. For any of those types of comments to be coming out of his mouth. Way too grown.
His mom is a senior citizen. This nigga don't want to work. He's not contributing to the house. He ain't trying to work. He up there eating up all the motherfucking food that his mama got to tell him, don't eat no more.
I think I'm on your block, bro. I think I'm on your block. What are we with? That's 12.
So this is the infamous pull-up. Again, but this is, got a little history lesson for the people who didn't know how some of these things got out there that are not narratives. They're actually true stories of what happened. These video clips are just shortening it up for you, but all these things happen live on YouTube. Yes, this is one of the infamous pull-ups in the sector. There's been multiple pull-ups. This is one of them. This one, people look at it differently, obviously. People look at this. Let's watch it and then we'll comment on it. How about that?
Oh, shit. Oh, you on live? Look at you, you weirdo ass bitch.
You all live, you weirdo ass bitch. You fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo. You the fucking creep. Stand up, bitch. Stand up, bitch. Look at you. What you throwing a cup? You throwing a cup? I caught you, nigga. I caught you, nigga, on live. You fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo.
So, all right, that was Lonnie's point of view. Let's watch his point of view. We'll rewind it back and watch it again, but let's watch his point of view real quick.
I can't stand, no, word to everything, bro. I can't stand sucker ass niggas. Know what I mean? Sucker for love ass niggas.
Oh, you on live? Look at you, you weirdo ass bitch. On live.
So he put his mic on mute.
I told y'all she weird. I can't show y'all because I'm on the laptop. Y'all know who that is? Look. Look. Y'all hear who that is? Y'all see who that is? She drove all the way from Philly to ride past my front door. So this bitch weird.
So, all right. Again, people feel there's mixed opinions on that whole pull-up situation, right? Number one, it's dangerous as fuck. I mean, y'all crazy out there, right? Pulling up on people. Y'all, fuck all that. You just asking for something bad to happen when you pulling up on somebody, right? But, you know, some people feel like she got the better of him in that situation. Some people feel like she was crazy as hell for driving from Philly to, I believe he lived in Baltimore at the time, somewhere in Maryland. I mean, it ain't far, but you know, it was probably more than an hour for her to drive there, right? So some people felt like she was, you know, kind of a little out of her mind to do that behind what the situation was, you know. He's calling it a YouTube romance gone bad. From her point of view, it kind of looked like she got catfished. And again, I ain't trying to be in her business. I don't know specifically what her business was at the time, but the story is that this had something to do with the ending of her marriage, right? So if all of this is going on at the same time, she having the falling out with this dude and there's, you know, tension going on in her marriage, then, you know, she was in a kind of crash out mode, you know? So thinking about the consequences or the possible consequences of pulling up and shit like that, you know, no, B-More ain't far from Philly, but it's at least an hour. You know, it's too far and it ain't your town for you to be driving to. Like, she wouldn't go from from Philly to Baltimore to party. She wouldn't go to, you know, because she just stay in Philly. Or you might as well fucking go to New York or something. So that's what I'm getting at with that. Okay, so 2 hours. That's too fucking far just to be pulling up on somebody. Because pulling up, you know, that's just crazy by itself. But that's too damn far to be going to be pulling up on somebody. My opinion. They in your city and, you know, they popping that shit or whatever, then, I mean, pulling up is still crazy, but at least you ain't going out of your way to do it. So let's watch that one more time.
What is it? That's 12. Oh, shit.
And she knew exactly where he lived, too. She was counting up shit. That's 12. Oh, shit. She knew. She's like, it's getting close. She knew what number she was looking for and everything. And then she saw that fool sitting on the porch. Look at him up there on the porch. Because at this time, he was going live a lot and sitting on that porch right there. So she knew, I guess, you know, she figured out that address. She probably Google mapped that damn house. She's like, yeah, that's where he be sitting. Uh-huh. She caught his ass.
Look at you, you weirdo ass bitch. You all live, you weirdo ass bitch. You fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo. You the fucking creep. Stand up, bitch. Stand up, bitch. Look at you. What you throwing a cup? You throwing a cup? I caught you, nigga. I caught you, nigga, on live. You fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo.
And so, and then here's the other side of that, right? So we giving Anthony advice. I mean, Lonnie don't need this advice because hopefully she wouldn't do this again. But if she did have it in her brain to do again, think about where the hell you going, Lonnie. Because a city like Baltimore is not a place where you need to go and get locked up for some just dumb shit. Like the cops see you out there doing all that shit and they consider that fuck. What's the shit when you fucking, just making a scene or whatever, whatever charge it is for the local municipality there, whenever you're, out there, you said you'll pull up again. You wildin'. You pull up again. Hey, y'all, Lonnie said she'll pull up again. You wildin'. Hey, more power to you, though. More power to you. But yeah, so again, that was for the that's pretty much the end of that, because it just shows his point of view and there's nothing really else there. Yeah, that's just for the people again who are needing to play catch up. Who need to play catch up on what's actually been happening around here, because again, some of them just seem to not really understand or not know what has happened in the past, and they're moving forward with bad information, let's say. Moving forward with bad information. So the next drop that we're going to look at, and this one, we might just have to watch it twice because it's only 1 minute and 41 seconds long. And, once we let it roll through one time, we might need to go back through and listen to it again and add some more context. Hollywood Cole, I would too. What? You gonna speak to me? Say something first off. Come with a more clever insult. Number one. Number two, actually be clear in what you're saying. You would too. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? You told the pedo bitch leave you alone. So you had to drive all the way to Baltimore to tell him to leave you alone. Interesting. But hey, I don't have to understand your logic. So shout out to Roll Rich. Shout out to Roll Rich on this next one. Of course, it's a classic. This one just interestingly happens to be another offender. It's not a full theme, but just one kind of goes to another. You lucky you ain't stopped by Home Depot for legit weapons. What was you gonna get at Home Depot? What kind of weapon was you gonna get at Home Depot? I'm curious now. Hold up. What kind of weapon was you gonna get at Home Depot? I'm curious. You got me fucking intrigued now. Cause they don't sell guns unless they do at Home Depot in Philly and Maryland or something. They don't sell guns at Home Depot here. Hollywood Cole, rewind back and maybe you'll understand. If not, then maybe this isn't a place for you because it might be above your comprehension level. I explained it all throughout. Cheryl Hodges, good evening to you. All right, I was like, you gonna get a nail gun? But shit, unless she gonna get like a battery powered one, she need a whole compressor and all that shit with a nail gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what's legit weapons from Home Depot. I mean, there's all kinds of shit in there you can use as a weapon. Shit, I can use this ink pen as a weapon, stab you in the fucking jugular and let you bleed out, Anything could be a weapon. I'm trying to figure out when she said Home Depot, I thought she had something specific in mind. I was just curious. Because I would think, but again, things are different in different states. Fantastic. Good evening to you. Things are different in different states, obviously. Shit, you can, I don't know if it's the same now. It was back in the day, depending on what kind of permits and stuff you got. You can just go into a gun store and buy a damn gun. You say you'll get a slap on the wrist. You have no priors. All right, slap on the wrist, depending on what the hell you do. Depending on what you do. I love all of the critique that you get from people who are not even fucking content creators. They give all of the critique in the world. They're hardly ever here. Flying low, salute. They're hardly ever here, and then they show up with all the critique in the world. Your opinion has to earn value with another person. You do realize that, right? Your opinion only gets the value that I place on it. You don't have any equity with me, so why would your opinion have any value? So let's check out this classic. Shout out to Roll Rich.
Let's make sure we ain't miss nothing. Look, that's not on my record. Look, that's not on my record. That's not on my record. Look, probation violation. Go down. Guilty. I wanna go down. Son. Probation violation. Guilty. Look. Go down. I wanna go down. Son. Please clip. Guilty. These broke YouTubers. Please go down. I wanna go down. Son. What date was that? 1/8. Then we see the whole page. Assault third. Go down. Guilty. Guilty. Go down. Son. Guilty. Guilty. Literally on there. Guilty. Calling lawyer like, yo, I think guilty, giving me a bad name to masses. Guilty. Different house, Emley Street. Right, that's my mother. Shout out to my mom, she died. Look, that's not on my record. These broke YouTubers. Look, that's not on my record. These broke YouTubers. Look, that's not on my record. 10/13. These broke YouTubers. Right here, this date 10/13/99. We guilty. Go down. 10/13/99, so it's not two separate charges, it's the same charge. So you got right here, broke YouTubers, 99. Guilty. That's that unlawful restraint you talking about. Now, guilty, you wanted to know what that was, right, son? I go down. Guilty. You know this happened when I go down. Let's make sure we ain't miss nothing. Guilty.
Shout out to Roll Rich. So, a lot of things said in that there that are very similar to what we just heard from Nashawn. Or Darrell. I'm sorry. Shit. You got me calling him Nashawn. Darrell. Carlos Franklin, salute. Yeah, a lot of similarities. Look, that's not on my record. Trying to prove what's not on their record. You know, again, I told you how weird it is for people to tell you what's not on their record because you're not supposed to have a fucking record. So why are you trying to convince me something is not on your record? You know, specific things. That's not on my record. Look, that's not on my record. Why? You're bringing that up. You know, somebody out of the blue bringing up that a certain thing is not on their record. Like, you ain't supposed to have shit on your record. Yeah. Lot of similarities in language. But as we came to learn, a lot of similarities in activities as well. You know, the inability to control oneself when it comes to women or young girls. Both of them shown that. You said, have you ever had CCs do several lives about you? You didn't do not one about them and never will. Oh yeah, Just Jay. Yeah, that happens to me. I have people do multiple lives about me, put my name, tagging me all in stuff and everything. You know, dancing all in the videos and all of that, and I won't even say their name. But they be tagging me like what do you want? I'm not interested in talking to you or anything. Have fun. I don't watch your videos, so I don't even know what you be saying. My name be all in the title, but I don't even know what the hell you said. Not one word. So yes, Just Jay, I do understand and know that life. I absolutely know that life. Well, if that wasn't enough for you, shout out to the one and only Third Eye. Y'all know we got classics. Shout out to the one and only Third Eye. Because Third Eye had another classic that we just linking things together, right? People that talked about you several times in the chat and on panels, but you never talked about. Iceberg had people that talked about you several times in the chat and on panels, but you never talked about them. Yeah, I mean, hell, yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that talk about me. Okay. Is what it is. I can't stop people from talking about me. So why even attempt to? They want to talk about me, talk about me. Have fun. Hopefully they say good things. If they don't, okay. I don't receive that energy anyway, so. Yeah, shout out to Third Eye. Let's check out this Third Eye classic.
You keep on hating on me. Keep on hating on me. Keep on hating on the guys. They ain't gonna do nothing but make us rock out tougher. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, shit, I see you talk about the guys. I'm going to feel the need to defend them. I'm going to feel the need to stay close by them. I'm going to feel the need to protect the guys. So you just keep on hating. We go keep on rocking, building it. That shit gonna make us get locked in. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we already legit friends now. Next thing you know, shit, besties. Next thing you know, besties. Hey. 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 Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to defend them. Besties. Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to defend them. Besties. Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to protect the guys. Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to protect them. Besties. Next thing you know, besties. Hey. 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 Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to defend them. Besties. Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to defend them. Besties. Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to protect the guys. Talk about the guys, I'ma feel the need to protect them. Besties. But nah, hell nah, I'm joking. That's the only reason why I said that, bro.
Shout out to Third Eye. Man. Hopefully all is well in the life of the one and only Third Eye, whoever the person was behind that account. Hopefully all is well in their life. Hopefully they are making all kinds of money off of their talents and taking it to another level. We might be seeing it and don't even know who the person is. Shout out to whoever is behind all of that talent there, because, you know, they used to clip up all types of stuff and made dope videos. You and Ear, this a hard remix. I don't know if I got that one, Mom Boss. I don't know if I have that one or not. Cause I don't have all of Third Eye's videos. I'm not sure if I have that one or not. I would have to look for it. Let me see. Because I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I have that one. Let's see. Well, while this is taking its time to refresh. This is the video. Yeah, that Besties video, man. You talking about Just Jay? I don't know who you talking about now. I don't know who you talking about right now, Just Jay. what you're referencing, I should say. I don't know what you're referencing. So we talked about pull-ups, right? We talked about pull-ups. There was another pull-up that took place. I don't have the Justin N pull-up, unfortunately. So no, it's not that. But there was another pull-up that took place in this sector. A couple years ago now at this point. Somebody flagged Third Eye. Yeah, I remember the page getting flagged and stuff. And I guess just after all of that, you know, figured it's better to take your talents somewhere else than to waste it getting flagged over here and not getting paid for it, you know. But yeah, there was another pull-up that happened in this sector. And one of the things I'm going to say about the people who are into the pull-up game is you open the door for obviously somebody to pull up on you. You know, if you decide you're going to pull up on somebody, then the door is open now for any of your enemies to pull up on you if they catch you slipping in a similar way. And, you know, people slip sometimes. You know, you never know what a person needs to actually get the drop on your location and be just happen to be right around the corner and have enough of a problem with you that they're willing to pull up on you and do who knows what. But let's take a look at this pull-up. Yeah, pulling up is very dangerous. But let's take a look at one of the pull-ups that was one of the originals in the sector. That Lonnie pull-up was definitely one of the originals. And this next pull-up was definitely an original as well. And this pull-up here got a whole bunch of views, let's say. So what are we talking about? Oh, yeah, the one and only. The one and only. Opening the door for pulling up on people. Opening the door for getting pulled up on. Huh. This is a history lesson, y'all. Some people forgot history.
Come on in, hit that like button, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in.
So the demon gonna pull up on somebody on live, telling people to come on in and hit the like button so it gets out in the algorithm. All right. That's what you want. That's the game you play. You don't get to stop playing that game, you know. See, this is the thing. Once you get jumped into that game, you don't get to decide when you get out.
Hit that like button. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on. You don't want to miss this one. Hit the like, share. Hit the like and share.
You don't want to miss this. Hit the like and share.
You do not want to miss. Hit the like and share.
You know, got to give it enough time for enough people to get in there because you're about to make an ass out of yourself.
Hit the like and share.
What you got in the bag? What you got in the bag?
Hey, Sister T, how you doing?
Oh,
Good to see you,
hey,
Sister T.
Kwame.
How you doing?
What the hell you doing over here?
I'm trying to see what's
Look,
up with this
T.Y.,
now. How you doing?
what the hell?
Shout out to 40 the Splat in the building. So as you see, going into the restaurant, Sister T is eating and TY is there with her.
Trying to eat. I ain't know there was no pressure on me and you like that, T.Y. I'm trying to eat. You looking for me? Was I looking for you? I don't know. You keep talking about sea salt. I ain't know we had no pressure. We eat right now. Ain't nobody looking for me. Me and you ain't got no pressure, dude. What do you mean? What kind of pressure you have? Me and you, I'm asking. You looking for your sea salt? You care my stuff looking for me. I'm saying you keep saying sea salt. What you saying that for? Because I'm gonna eat there. I'm right there. You gonna eat that? You just want something to eat? Well, okay, don't keep mentioning my name on none of that shit. You a grown ass man, I'm a grown man. Don't mention my name on none of that shit, little boy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I can do whatever I want. Bitch ass nigga. Come outside with it. Shit.
All right, so that's your big bad bully deciding he wanted to join the pull-up game. Roy Lee 813, salute. Deciding he wanted to jump into the pull-up game, and now he's a part of the pull-up game and opening himself to being pulled up on by anybody. All because of words on YouTube. That's what he said, right? That's his reason for being there. Is because of what he said to him. Right? What is his reason for being there? Did this man actually physically cross the line with him? Do something to his lady, to his mama, to his, his daughter or something like that? This is y'all's example.
Hey, Sister T, how you doing?
Oh, good to see you, hey, Kwame.
How you doing?
What the hell you doing over here?
I'm trying to see
what's
up
up,
with
T.Y.
this. How you doing?
What the hell you doing?
I ain't know there was no pressure on me and you like that, T.Y. I'm trying to eat. You looking for me? Was I looking for you? I don't know. You keep talking about sea salt. I ain't know we had no pressure. We eating right now. Ain't nobody looking for me. Me and you ain't got no pressure, dude. What do you mean? What kind of pressure you have? Me and you, I'm asking. You looking for your sea salt? You care my stuff looking for me. I'm saying you keep saying sea salt. What you saying that for? Because I'm gonna eat there. I'm right there. You gonna eat that? You just want something to eat? Okay, don't keep mentioning my name on none of that shit. You a grown ass man, I'm a grown man. Don't mention my name on none of that shit, little boy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I can do whatever I want. Bitch ass nigga. Come outside with it. Shit. Got some content for you, nigga.
Boss man, I know you play ball.
Nah, I don't play ball. I don't play ball. Shit. Bitch ass nigga acting like it's like that, nigga.
That's your part. Who said that? Mom boss. That's your part right there, mom boss. So, yeah. Whatever he said there was so bad. Whatever he did was so bad that he wanted to jump himself into the pull-up game. He thought that was smart. He thought that was going to make him look like the big man, I guess. Yeah, and a lot of people in the chat, I agree. I think that probably had something to do with it. You know, he had a young lady that he is smitten over who apparently is a dancer in the area, and I guess TY decided to, like any normal citizen, venture to the club, and I guess that became a problem. But he acting like he doing all that for content right there. And what is the point of jumping into the real life dangerous game of pull-ups? Because again, anybody who saw that now has open fair game to pull up on him if they choose to. He can't act like it's something he never did before. So he opened the door for it. But let's see how he explains it.
Let's get it understood. That bitch nigga just want to eat. Let's get it understood. That bitch nigga just hungry. That deer in the head, like, look, I love that look. I love that motherfucking look right there. That's the look I live for.
Don't he sound like his big gorilla brother?
Now that's some content. That's the look I motherfucking live for. Yeah, that's the motherfucking look I live for, goddammit. Yeah, I see that red Ford, bitch ass nigga.
So that's some content. He claims that's some content. Okay. This is the type of content you want to put out there. Then when people start making this type of content and you are on the other side of that coin, then what? All they got to say is, I'm doing it for content. That's the type of content he made, so I'm making the same type of content.
Look, I live for, nigga. All that 6 point. Don't mention my name and none of that little kid shit. I told you, nigga, I'm grown, nigga. Don't mention.
So he's mad at him for calling him 6 points. So he's mad at him for talking about his basketball. Is that what we're hearing here?
My name and none of that kid ass shit, nigga. Or you gonna be in front of a man, boy? Yeah, I see your little red Ford, little bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I see your little red Ford, nigga. Yeah, better stop playing, little child. I don't play them little kid ass game, nigga. Looking for me, no. Don't keep saying you gonna come find me at sea salt. No, nigga. I'll find you, bitch ass nigga. I'll come find you. Thank you, Sister T. I heard Sister T what she said. She said, it's over here, it's over there. I said, oh.
A whole bunch of tough talk. That's all it is, Retro 813. All that talking, just a bunch of tough talk. How long ago was this? Probably a good 2 years ago.
I was just at that motherfucking Avis over there. I said, oh, yeah. I was just at that Avis. I said, okay. Yeah. Yeah, let me pull up on a bitch ass nigga and make him jump.
Teran, salute.
Out his motherfucking draw. Yeah, let me pull up on a bitch and make him jump out his motherfucking draw. I started to say, boo. I left my workout gear on and everything, nigga. I left everything on. This how you pull up on a motherfucker, nigga. Not with no $2,500 shoes. I'm still dirty, bitch ass nigga, ready to get dirtier. That nigga said, what you talking about? I want to eat. Yeah, I bet you did want to eat, nigga. You better quit hissing, nigga, while you still can chew, bitch, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. You in Atlanta.
Bunch of tough talk. That's all it is. As he drives away. Bunch of tough talk.
And a nigga, all this other tough ass shit you talking, nigga. Nigga, you like this ain't my city, first of all. And see, that's why I pulled up on you. Cause I don't want nobody that care about me in Atlanta to think you really serious and to think you really looking for me. I keep telling people, these bitch ass niggas just playing internet games. I said, listen, man, don't you go talk to him. I'ma go talk to him. I know that nigga just playing game. So I go up there, I turn the camera on the nigga shook. What? I just want to go up there to eat. So why the fuck you keep saying you know where he saw that bitch ass nigga? You should know where it's at from the menu, nigga. Just keep your bitch ass up there from Google Maps. Y'all niggas want to mention shit like y'all looking for nigga. Nigga, I'll come play with you for real, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? I ain't had no exercise in a minute. I would love to beat your little ass. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
Tough talk. Yeah, Roy Lee, Tommy live right there in Atlanta. Live right there. There's a whole bunch of people that live close. Skinny done been down there multiple times. I mean, it's a whole bunch of people right there in Atlanta who be willing to knuckle up with him if that's what he want to do. But he got to sneak up on somebody. And he know T.Y.'s from out of town. I don't know if T.Y. flew down for that or if he drove down. But if he flew down, more than likely, that means he wasn't carrying any kind of weapon on him. So look at that. But anybody else that's close, they can just drive up. Foxy Brown, good evening. Anybody else that's close, they can just drive. So they can have whatever they need with them. Imagine that.
You niggas better keep this shit on the internet and stop playing with grown-ups. I told you niggas from the get-go.
So he's saying you better keep it on the internet, but he's the one who brought it off the internet into real life. That's a just contradiction right there. Telling somebody else they need to keep it on the internet, but he's the one that met somebody in real life and pulled up on them.
I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. Stop playing with grown-ass men. You niggas playing for the internet, you little-ass child-ass niggas, you better stop playing with grown-ass men. I got PTSD. I'm not gonna have you looking for me, bitch-ass nigga. I'm gonna come ask you, nigga, do we have a fucking problem? Cause, nigga, that shit can get there pronto, just with me and you. It can get there pronto. Fuck you.
I know one thing, it look like he driving fast as shit. Maybe it just look like that, but it look like he driving fast than a motherfucker.
Talking about, nigga. Quit mixing everything that you got with everybody else with me, nigga. You got a problem with JJ, she grown. You got a problem with whoever, nigga, they grown. You got a problem with Armando, they grown, nigga. Don't mix me with none of that shit, nigga.
So he's saying if you got a problem with JJ, she grown, but how do you end up meeting up with the man then? If he's at the places where JJ be or the rolling by Armando house and stuff like that, how does that get you to pulling up on him? Just because he called you 6 points and stuff like that.
Now you bitch ass niggas have a nice day, nigga. I hopefully you can eat your crabs and you ain't shit your drawers, you little bitch ass nigga. I hope you can finish your little plate and you ain't just shit on yourself, little hoe. Your face, I can tell in your eyes, nigga, you ain't like that. I looked you right in your eye, bitch ass nigga. I could tell you ain't like that, nigga. I walked off and didn't even turn my back to look to see if you were coming, nigga. You ain't had no poker. You ain't had no nothing, nigga.
That's a damn lie. As he was walking out, he turned back and looked, because that's what he said come outside with it after he had gotten, you know, a few good steps away. So you did turn back and look.
You ain't even know how I was coming, nigga. If I was a street nigga, I could have ended your life right there, bitch ass nigga. That's why you niggas need to stop talking so much on the motherfucking internet. I'm just a bitch ass basketball player. But nigga, if I was one of them guys, I could have ended your life right there, you little bitch ass boy. That's why you stop playing with grown ass people, nigga. That's how easy it is for somebody to take it off the internet into real life. Nigga, you could have lost your life today, nigga, if I was like that, you little bitch ass nigga. You sitting there.
Because he wanted content, Mom Balls. That's the only reason he pulled up. He knew he wasn't going to do anything but do all this talking. That was the whole point of him going live. Because who in the hell, if they really thought they was going to do something, got time to have the phone in their hand over here filming? He going to need both his hands if he really wanted to do something with T.Y. Unless he just going to pull out a gun, then he only need one hand. But if he really planned on knuckling up with him, he going to need both his hands. So coming in there on live, from the jump, you knew he wasn't really about shit. He wasn't trying to do nothing. He was just trying to make a scene. That's the whole reason he was on live, holding his phone right here the whole time, having a fucking conversation with a man. You knew it was all for damn clicks and views. Because don't no man have a conversation with another man while this motherfucker hold the phone right here, whether he looking at it, pointing at himself or pointing it at me. You ain't holding no fucking phone right here having no conversation like that with me. What are we doing right now? That shit was all for views.
At a restaurant looking like a dumb little bitch, and I pulled up on your bitch ass on live, nigga. You playing with $2,500, 2.5K shoes on, little asshole. And all that goddamn playing can get you fucked up. The fuck is you playing so much for? What is that playing in this damn car?
So that's enough of that. He made enough of a fool out of himself with that right there, right? Made enough of a fool out of himself. But again, for the people who don't seem to understand, don't seem to remember, or maybe they just weren't around for the history of these different situations, how these things tie together. You can see why certain people rock together, why they support one another. You know, certain levels of degenerates, you know, they kind of run in the same circles, you know. So, I mean, I don't know how much more people need to know to sorry, just got an order for something. Do I have pics of him hiding against the stop sign? Do I have pics of him hiding against the stop sign? No, I don't have that. Yeah, say less. We going down memory lane just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, he ain't gonna touch Tommy. He don't want to touch anybody. He didn't want to touch T.Y. Yeah, he ain't trying to touch anybody. He just trying to make a scene. He's just trying to make a scene, get clicks and views. He's a YouTuber now. He's a YouTuber. Miss Eve, good evening to you. Yeah, he's a YouTuber. That's all he is. Shout out to Miss Eve for being a member for 4 months. I appreciate you. Let's see here. There's something else I wanted to go through real quick. All right. So, one more back in history. Yeah, he did it for clout. He's just trying to get clicks and views. Just trying to get clicks and views. I answered you. You just didn't like my response, Hollywood Cole. That's all. I told you to go back, rewind back in the video, and you would have known what I was doing because I said it multiple times. You just didn't like my response. Say, look, would I say things have gotten better or worse? What things? You know, when you say things, that's kind of loaded. What do you mean specifically? KTC, good evening to you. Yeah, what things is it that you're specifically referencing? Yeah, Angelo, that's all. That's all. Like, when I say things have gotten better, like until you say more clearly, I'll just start kind of answering what I think you're asking. In terms of say like content from Kwame, no. I mean, I don't really watch him because nothing has changed. Nothing has gotten better. He spends most of his time speaking to his chat like this from behind a fucking avatar. So that's bullshit. I mean, I ain't with that. There ain't nothing better on the screen. He hasn't done anything to upgrade his platform, hasn't done anything to upgrade anything. Had all the money in the world. What type of camera do I use? I have a Elgato face cam. I'm trying to see what's the I don't know the exact like model number off the top of my head, but it's an Elgato face cam is the name of it. When I find the model number, I'll let you know. Nobody hates you. Nobody cares about you. That's the problem. You think everybody hates you. Nobody actually cares about you. But yeah, so in terms of, you said, have things gotten better or worse? I don't think anything has gotten better in terms of certain content creators, right? The ones who haven't taken the time to do anything to actually invest back into their platform, not worth it. Salute. Haven't taken the time to invest any money, effort, knowledge, anything like that back into their platform, then I would say those people have gotten worse, because in 4 years or so that, you know, certain people have been around on YouTube, their platform hasn't changed at all, has not gotten better, has not, I mean, hell, have they even gotten a soundboard? Have they gotten better mics? You know, I mean, we watch people get mics given to them for their first year, multiple microphones. People who supposedly have money, we watch them have multiple microphones mailed, given to them in their first year. So with having things given to you in your first year, seems like you could come out of your own pocket, spend a little money, invest in getting a nicer camera, adding some lights, adding a soundboard, maybe upgrading your microphone. What else have I done? Shit. I got a green screen back here that I fucking never use. No, there's a bunch of things. I mean, shit, there's just a bunch of things that you could do to upgrade your if you're going to be, you know, out here live streaming, expecting people to, or not expecting, but wanting people to donate to your stream and all that stuff, taking some time to invest in better equipment, you know, obviously is something that I think you should probably do. And I've seen a lot of people go from, you know, the ground up and invest back into their platforms, invest into better equipment along the way, as opposed to never investing in their platform and still putting out the same shit every single time. The sector is trash, say less, as a whole. Yeah, the sector's trash. It has been for years, though. The downing of black women, as far as with the Kwamites and stuff like that's never going to change. That's never going to change. So you're mad because I'm using super cheap headphones. These headphones really aren't even providing me any sound right now. CKJ, what up? The only purpose of those headphones is if somebody hits the link. Most of the time, I'm doing a show by myself. Most of the time, I'm running a solo show. So, but the headphones do just fine for me to hear anybody that I need to hear. The only purpose of the headphones is so when somebody hits the link, it's not talking out loud. But they're not even a part of the show. So what you going to say now? I got super cheap headphones. Okay, you don't need to see my headphones anymore. And I got expensive headphones over here. These are Bose. So, I mean, what are you saying? I got some AirPods here too. You want to see those as well? What are you fucking saying to me about headphones? I got AirPods, I got Bose, and I got the cheap ass shits that you plug into your computer. Why? Because I know as a streamer and as a person that knows things about computers and stuff like that, the less wireless electronics I have trying to connect to my computer, the better. So for me to use this wired headphones takes away from one less device that has to try to wirelessly connect to my computer. And they work just fine. So next, try again. You keep trying and you keep losing. Say less. Yes, I'm not saying everything is trash in this sector. I'm not saying that by any means. No, there are a lot of great content creators in this sector. People who are doing real content, you know, who are talking about all different types of subjects. People who are growing beyond just the content, you know, growing out other businesses and things like that. People who are collaborating. Shout out to Pro 901, Thick Cut, O Speaks. It is what it is. And hell, I don't know what name he going by these days. It was Flip. I don't know if it's Calvin, but shout out to them brothers for the collaboration that they about to be doing. Shout out to them brothers, man, because that's the type of stuff I love seeing that, man. Why not? They got talent. They coming together. They're going to make something big happen. Yeah, shout out to Skinny. Skinny always been upgrading. Hell, Skinny is old school content creator from before I was even watching people on YouTube like that. And he's continuously evolving his, you know, platform, his stream, the look of his studio, all of that stuff. It's continuously evolving. Shout out to people who actually invest back into their platform. You know, shout out to Sis. He's obviously invested back into his platform. He's invested into other businesses. He's being an entrepreneur. Can do nothing but respect that. Can do nothing but respect the entrepreneur out there fucking being an entrepreneur, doing their thing. But yeah, shout out to Pro. We got to watch that. We got to watch that. We definitely got to watch that. Shout out to the Drop Squad. That's what they go by, the Drop Squad. Coming soon. The Drop Squad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Drop Squad, we up now. Drop Squad, let's get it. Drop Squad TV, we don't want you see 5 deep, came to eat, count the money on repeat. Drop Squad TV, put it on repeat. Pro Flip, OD, cut it is what it is. We come squad, Drop Squad. We run the streets. We run the streets. From the bottom to the peak.
Shout out to the Drop Squad, man. A bunch of talented brothers coming together. And I know it's gonna be dope. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see whatever it is that they got coming out. I don't even have a clue what it's gonna be. I just know it's gonna be dope whenever it does come out. They taking their time with it. They doing it all without any of us knowing what they got going on. And I'm looking forward to it, man, for real. Real talk. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope they got enough episodes and stuff to keep us entertained, you know. I know we're going to be waiting for them next ones no matter what, whether they do it seasons or whatever. But yeah, man. I'm ready to see what they're going to do, because I know it's going to be dope. They all got talent and they putting it together, and it's going to be some dope shit. Real talk. Yeah, KTC, I know, like, if they putting it out, like, one episode at a time, it's going to be like, damn, hurry up with the next one, shit. If they drop, like, a whole season we'll fuck around and binge watch that shit all in one day and be like, hey, we need season 2 like right now. So it don't matter how they do it. We all gonna be clamoring for the next either episode, season, or whatever it is, no matter how they end up releasing it. But shout out to them brothers, man. I know that's gonna be some fire. It's gonna be some fire content, and I'm just happy to see it. Again, I'm happy to see people out here actually using their talents and making money from it, you know, because that thing right there, that's where I'm gonna blow up, and hopefully it makes all of them some good money. You know, so say less stuff like that. Those are the things that is definitely a good thing about the sector. You know, good things that have come out of the sector. People who have actually taken their talents and used the sector to turn their talents into a monetary gain. You know, so salute to that. Always salute to that. You know, and they doing it legit. You know, everything's on the up and up. There ain't nobody trying to take nothing from nobody. Like Pro said in my last stream, all of them are I can't remember the word that he used, but basically everybody on the same level. Ain't no bosses in that, none of that. They all on the same level. Ain't nobody telling nobody what to do or nothing. It's a collaboration. Everybody, you know, is on the same level. So they all presidents in it. They all, you know, they all the boss essentially. You know, so shout out to them brothers for real. Shout out to them. Yeah, NC Lady, there's a lot of talented people in this sector. And if people could get past the hating on the people with talent, you could actually probably see more of the talented people's talents come, you know, to the forefront. Yeah, the meal ticket is definitely talented at a whole bunch of different things, you know. You know, we've seen them do videos, drop stuff like that. We see them do the rap stuff. It's a whole bunch of the, yeah. Oh, absolutely, CKJ. We had to enter the Wu-Tang. We're doing a little history lesson, so we entering the Wu-Tang on them, you know. Taking it all the way back. All the way back. But yeah. So that's the type of stuff I do like to see. There's just, so some of it's trash, some of it is good, but I wouldn't necessarily, that's the hard part about saying the sector, so to speak, right? Because I believe that there are people who have branched far enough away from, say, Kwame Brown, for example, and the stuff that he's doing to not necessarily be a part of that sector, so to speak, you know? Yeah, we may have all originated from a place, but all right. So for example, we got people who we consider a part of our sector who came from a different sector at some point in time, whether they came from, what is it, the trucker sector or the sneaker sector or all of these different things, you know, Dan being Skinny and them, they from the sneaker sector, TY and them, right? It's people over here from the trucker sector and stuff like that. But we don't consider them still from the trucker sector or from the sneaker sector. We consider them a part of our sector, right? But I think it gets to a point where people, when they're making their own content, you know, and they can create their own branches of things, they are a different sector. You know, the people who rock with you and are there all the time with you, those are your people. That's your sector of people. So whatever it is you're doing, that can kind of become your sector. You said talk about the gardening. So we'll get back to that more so and in terms of me making videos and stuff like that about it once we get out on the new property. That should be before or coming around this spring. Coming around this spring, we should get out there. G Mama Body, good evening to you. Hopefully the dinner is great. So yeah, we should be able to get back to some of the garden videos and stuff like that. Probably going into this spring because that's when we should be out on the new property. So it's going to be gardening and, you know, getting into a little bit bigger level stuff as well. Trying to grow some wildflowers and herbs and things like that for harvest and sales and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have regular, you know, vegetable garden, that type of stuff, but we'll probably, we will be incorporating some bigger level things that's getting towards, you know, the farming type of thing as opposed to just gardening. So, but we will be incorporating that, like I said, more so heading into the spring. Working on getting the house built, all of that stuff right now. That's the main focus. And I am doing some studies on some soil things and stuff like that, trying to educate myself a little more. So whenever we are trying to do this larger scale farming stuff, I can be educated to know what I need to do for my regeneration of soil, and that type of stuff, get the best yields of crops and those types of things. So there is going to be a lot more coming to you from that aspect, say less, in terms of the farming and gardening and stuff like that. Will be a lot more of that content coming to you. I don't know if it'll be this channel. I don't know if this channel will become solely that. If I create another channel, I don't know how it's going to end up happening. But there will be a lot more of that content being made in the future, upcoming, really going into this spring and then going forward from there. Oh, man. There was one other video I was going to cover, but I'm tired, y'all. I'm worked all day. See, I get up early, y'all. I mean, I'm up at 4 something, Look into, what is that? Look into what? I don't even know how the hell you say that, Kiss My Cheeks. I don't know. Is that a word? How the hell do you spell that? Yeah, I know you definitely got to, care for your soil first. Let me, think we all one family on the YouTube streets. You think we're all one family on the YouTube streets, say less? We're a dysfunctional damn family if that's the case, because there's some of these people who, if you're saying we're all one family, some of these people I do not fuck with at all. I would not be seen in the same place as them. I would not claim them in any way, shape, or form. How's the house joint coming? So I ended up having to switch my loan company. The loan should be closing here in the next about week or so, and then we'll be getting into breaking ground and all of that stuff. Oh, okay. Kiss My Cheeks. I looked up. That's what I was doing, was looking up what you were talking about. But yeah, I don't know about that one whole family thing, say less, because I would not claim family with some of these people. If so, I would have to be one of the people that eliminated them to get them out of the bloodline. We don't need them producing. You want to know about houseplants? What do you want to know about houseplants, say less? We're not talking about anything else. We're going to be getting up out of here. We talking about whatever you want to talk about. That's why it's less chat. We talking about whatever you want to talk about. But what about houseplants do you want to know? I mean, we have a ton of them here, a bunch of different species. But I don't know exactly what it is that you're looking to know about them. They're good to have, obviously, for cleaning the air in your house in conjunction with your air conditioning system. We like having the green in the house, adding that color, the natural green color. And now we're adding more plants that actually have some other colors other than green, but green is going to be the main, color that we have. But yeah, I don't know what exactly you want to know about houseplants. You said houseplants definitely need fertilizer, and I don't know how to say that word. I've looked it up and I have it here to, study more. And I'm familiar with the concept, but I don't know how to say that, pronounce that word. My chorazy. I don't know how to pronounce that word. But yeah, I don't know exactly what it is that you want to know about houseplants. Just they said I never cussed out anyone in my family. Well, maybe a cousin when I was 12, but that's the past. Yeah, if you if you tell me what you want to know about houseplants or any, thing specific, whether it's gardening or whatever, I'm more than happy to have the conversation, do the research and all of that stuff. My wife, she knows a lot more about the houseplants than I do. She's the main caretaker for most of our houseplants that we have. Like, she has a bunch of beautiful orchids, couple different colors of those. We got a little bit of everything in here now because we see plants and we buy them, especially if it's something that we don't have and maybe we want it, or if we think it'll make a nice addition to what we have. Like, we went to Pennsylvania, I think 2 weeks ago, or about a week and a half ago. We were up in Pennsylvania, and what's the best ones to keep in the house? I mean, best is subjective, and a lot of it's going to depend on the climate that you keep your house, whether you keep it dry, whether it's humid, and then as far as temperature wise. But I mean, look for something that's a good air cleaning plant. Pothos, they're easy. They just need, some good soil and water them, maybe once a week, depending on how, again, dry the air is in your house. But yeah, good air cleaning plant for the most part is what I would say. You love a dish garden. Can you help you with that? A dish garden? What is a dish garden? I don't even know what a dish garden is. Oh, I never heard it called a dish garden before. So, I mean, if you want something like that, I mean, that's going to be what type of plants you like. I mean, like in most of these, let me share the screen real quick. Like I just searched what is a dish garden or a dish garden, And so most of these, they have pothos, they have looks like daylilies, maybe some kind of ivy or something like that. And then back in the back, it looks like maybe some kind of grass type of plant. You can also put like snake plant in things like this. I'm trying to see some of the different things. So, I mean, it really just depends on what you want. I mean, you see, you got all just different types of stuff. You just look for a combination, of plants that for something like this, if you plan on having them all in the same soil, then you're going to want a combination of plants that need the same similar type of soil in terms of acidity or something like that. You could do something like this, maybe not in that small of a container, but for example, in the building that I work in, they have these really large planters, floor-sized planters. It probably stands 2 feet high, maybe 3 feet high, and it's, really wide. And so inside of it, they have multiple different actual full-size plants, and they're in their separate containers, though. So each one can have whatever type of soil it needs. If one needs a more dry bark soil, it can have that. If one needs a more moist soil, it can have that. And then they have those individual containers in there. And then as you see, some of the low covering plants on there grow up so much that you can't see the containers down in there if you have separate containers down in there. So that's also an option. You could have a bunch of small separate containers for your different plants down in there, and then some of your low growing plants, or you could use some of this little, like fake grass looking stuff. It's like a barky type of stuff. You could use something like that to cover up the bottom if you were going to use different types of or separate planters down in the basket. Let's say, see how that basket, those could be separate, and then have the stuff covering it. So you have options. What's the best house plant to keep in the house? Don't need much water, but just maybe sunshine. Yeah, pothos is easy for something like that. Again, it's an air cleaning plant. It doesn't take much. Like I say, you water it maybe once a week. And it just, would need, just regular normal sun. So that's something really easy. It'll grow. You can actually propagate from it. Once it grows out, you can snip from it. Put that in water, it'll grow additional roots, and then you could put those in water, or you could keep it as a water plant. Pick and choose TV. Slim in the building. Shout out to them capos. Shout out to Slim. But yeah, so you have plants have different health benefits. Yeah, for sure, Jess J. And that's what we plan to get into once we get out there on the property with some of the herbs and stuff that we plan on growing. We plan on growing some of them for some of the medicinal benefits in some of them. Some of them will be used to make teas that, maybe will have some health benefits or will be for different purposes, essentially, whether it's a calming tea or different stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely know that plants have health benefits. Heck, most of the stuff that we get from, supplements or something like that, we could probably get from a plant. From food or a actual natural herb plant that's growing out there in the environment. Let's see here. Tesh said, my wife loves doing gardening, but I have to take care of the flowers. How does that work? Hey, it works like that sometimes. Some people just want to do the stuff to grow food and stuff, but don't care about just flowers. Aloe, yeah, aloe's an easy one. You don't water that very much at all. Kiss my cheeks. That's a great suggestion. Aloe is another easy one. Don't water it very much at all. And you can use it actually if you need to. You can actually break off a piece and take the stuff out of the inside and use it. Whether you're using it in food, whether you're using it on a burn. I remember my grandparents growing up when I was a little kid. I was fascinated by it because my grandparents had a bunch of aloe plants all over the place, and if somebody got a burn or something, they would just break off a piece of the aloe and rub it on the burn, and it soothes it and it helps it to heal and all of that. It's good for itching. Like Just Jay said, you can use aloe in your hair, and lavender for sleep. Yup, absolutely. Kiss My Cheek said you can grow herbs in your house like basil and cilantro. Yup, very easy to do. All of those things you can grow right there in your house. You can use the basil, the cilantro, all of that stuff. It is what it is. Salute. You can use the aloe, the basil, cilantro as things you're growing right there in your house. 415 Tiff, good evening to you. And yeah, you be growing the stuff right there. It's, again, helping clean the air. And some of them are giving you benefits that you can use if you use the cilantro and basil in your cooking. They're easy to grow. Don't take very much space or, you don't have to do much to them. Put them by a window. Put them by a window, water them every so often. Let them get the sun. That's really all you got to do. And if you see something that, looks bad on it or whatever, pick it off. If you have something that's, dying on a stem or whatever, pick it off and it will rejuvenate life in the rest of it. So you have to deadhead your flowers, for example. You ladies, when you get roses, eventually, they wilt over. If that was a live rose bush, you'd want to pick those heads off of there so the rest of the bush could actually get the life. You said you love ferns. I don't know a whole lot about ferns as far as taking care of them, how much water they need, that type of stuff. So I couldn't tell you a lot about that. I know at my property, and I'll actually show it to you now that you're mentioning it, and it may be getting about time where I can see them out there. Back in the woods, it must just be an environment conducive for ferns, because back there in the woods, there's like a whole area. We call it Fern Gully because ferns just grow all through there naturally. I don't know what makes them happen like that. I don't know if years ago maybe somebody had ferns out there, but yeah, all through the woods back there on our property, there is a bunch of ferns that grow out there. I don't know what like species of fern it is or whatever, but yeah, it's just kind of weird to see sometimes, because it'll be happening like a time like now where most everything is, well, there's still leaves on the tree here, but once the leaves and stuff go off the tree and we go back there in the woods and stuff, you'll see all these ferns growing back there and it's all green. covering a whole lot of the area back there, but you wouldn't expect it. You said Prince Charles roses are indestructible. I'm not familiar with that specific one, but I believe you. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that specific type of rose, but I do believe you. We don't have very many rose bushes right now. We may end up planting some. I don't know. Because roses, you know, they take a certain amount of care. And of course, they got the thorns that you have to compete with and all of that. So you got to wear gloves or just be extremely careful when you're in there messing with them. So, I mean, we'll probably end up having some roses because, again, I know we plan to have field of flowers and, you know, another field of herbs and stuff like that. So we probably end up having some roses, but we'll see. Mother-in-law tongues is really a snake plant. Yeah, I have a snake plant on my desk at work. I have a bunch of plants at work too on my desk. I have a snake plant. I got a pothos that just keeps going crazy. It loves the fluorescent light in there. Apparently that pothos, it just loves that fluorescent light. Cause that thing has grown like crazy. We've cut it 2 times now, and since the last time we cut it, just like about 2 months ago, it is growing like crazy again, and it needs to be cut again. Aren't what better outside, say less? Roses? Probably. I don't do anything to it, and it's bloomed every year since I've been there. So you have a wild rose bush outside, Kiss My Cheeks. You got wild rose bushes. We ain't talking about actual snakes, Lovelace. We talking about snake plant. Talking about a snake plant, not an actual snake. You know, snake plant. That's what we're talking about. That's pretty easy too. Doesn't take a whole lot of space. They grow tall in a small amount of space, as you can see. Yeah, Kiss My Cheeks. If it's growing like that and continuing to bloom and stuff like that, that thing is definitely a wild rose bush. One thing we discovered on our property, and we're saving them, is we have wild blackberries that grow on the property. So we are actually going to save them. I've, you know, mowed around them and left those bushes there. We're going to build some trellises for them so they can grow up and over, you know, and get the air and stuff like they need, so we can actually harvest some blackberries. Less than a YouTube god in the building. Shout out to them capos. But yeah, we found the wild blackberry bushes, so we're gonna work with them. They got thorns on them too, but we're gonna work with them to get shout out to It's Kwame Brown Cousin Podcast in the building for that $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Salute to you. I forgot exactly what I was saying. Oh, yeah, those blackberries. Yeah. We're going to build trellises for them so they can grow up over, you know, and get more air circulation. Right now, it's just like a big bush pile, you know, sitting over there. And there's multiple of them. But, yeah, we're going to put some trellises so they can grow up over it and stuff like that. We'll be able to harvest them. Yeah, the snake plant is good for air cleaning as well. Yeah, most of these plants that we're talking about are good for air cleaning. A lot of them don't take very much care. Like this picture here, if I click on it, it's probably going to blow up. But you can see the roots are not very deep on it. You know, it's a very tall plant, but the roots are only maybe 6 to 8 inches, while, you know, this part up, the top part is a good almost 2 feet tall in some of the instances. So certain things take more space than others. Some of these plants that we've talked about don't take a lot of space as far as your pot is concerned. And then, you know, your pothos, it'll grow out, may get kind of leggy. These snake plants will just grow up straight. Some of your other ones will grow up straight, or maybe it will have more of an umbrella, you know, at the top, depending on what they do. Like, for example, my wife's orchids that she has, they grow kind of up, but then they start to bend and have kind of a they just create almost like an umbrella, you know, in a sense. Those don't take very much water either, but you know, they can get kind of finicky. I let her deal with those orchids. I don't really touch them. I look at them, but I don't really touch them too much because their water pattern is very specific. They don't take a lot of water. And the bark and stuff that you use for them, you don't put them in just like regular soil. You'll see them in orchid bark. So it's going to be different, you know, for that. But again, all of this stuff is very easy. It's stuff that you can learn. There's plenty of YouTube channels. You can ask me, you can ask Google. All of these things with these plants is all stuff that anybody can do. For sure. Anybody can do planting, growing stuff. And again, right inside of your house. But grow the things that are going to work for you, the things that are going to excite you, the things that are going to benefit you. If you don't like oregano and basil, then you probably shouldn't be growing that, you know. If you don't like roses, then why grow a rose bush? You know, grow the things that you are going to like, the things that you're going to like looking at or getting a benefit from, you know, when it comes to maybe eating whatever the plant produces, right? That will keep you engaged. That will keep you wanting to learn more about it. And then once you learn this stuff, you really don't forget it much. I mean, the stuff that I'm saying to you, the stuff that Kiss My Cheeks is saying, you know, all of these things is really simple stuff. We learned it at some point in time, and now we're able to give it, you know, the knowledge to you. But it's nothing, none of it is hard. And it's all trial and error. Yeah, the snake plant is hard to kill. Yeah. Snake plant is hard to kill. And it's all trial and error. So here's what I suggest for you. You know, if you're getting something that's already growing, you know, or whatever, then, you know, it's probably going to already come in some okay soil and stuff like that. So you can learn with that. Or if you're going to say try to grow something from seed, then you can experiment, you know, try different types of soil, label your stuff, do experiments like we did when we were in elementary school. I mean, I know I did them at my school. You know, we put the seed on there, we labeled it and, you know, watch it, the whole process, you know, do that experiment again, and you actually learn what works and what doesn't for the different types of things that you're trying to grow. Because again, soil types are different. Don't just look at what it says on the bag. Don't go out there and grab a bag of Miracle Grow. You said put the fern up there. Okay. Don't go out there and grab a bag of Miracle Grow. Go grab a bag of something that is good, clean soil, has, you know, some organic matter in it, something like that. You know, depending on what you need it for. Again, it would depend on what you need to have in it. You know, some you need to have that are a little drier. Some are going to be a little sandier. You know, it just depends. What do you want to see about a fern? Yeah, so here are your ferns. Yeah, growing from seeds is the best because you get the number one, watch the entire process. Number two, you know everything that has gone into that. So from every drop of water that your soil has got to, you know, the soil changes, any fertilizer or nutrients you may have put in your soil, whether you're giving it nitrogen or whatever, you will know all of that stuff. You will know all of those different things. And so whenever it produces the crop, you know what went into that. So definitely from seed is always going to be the preferred and the best way for you to get the best harvest and crop that you can. Again, it may take some trial and error. You may have to try a couple different things to get it to work the best for you. But at the end of the day, once you get it figured out, that knowledge can't be taken away from you. You said, how can you grow orchids? Like I said, my wife grows the orchids. I cannot take any credit for the orchids that we have here, but we have probably about 5 or 6 different ones because there's a bunch of different colors. You know, some of them are like white blooms, some are pink blooms, some I think have like some yellowish blooms in them. So yeah, I've not even tried with the orchids. That's the thing. I could do it. All I would need to do is do the research. I know they don't take very much water, you know, like, so the people who they kind of use the rule of thumb, they say like about an ice cube worth a week. So, you know, if you can imagine how much water is an ice cube, that's about how much you want to give it, you know, because we don't put ice cubes on top of our orchids. But yeah, she gets them to bloom like crazy. They come back regularly. I'm looking at one over there. That's why I keep leaning, because I'm looking at one over there. It's beautiful. Probably has about 12 blooms that are like in full bloom right now. They're probably about to fall off actually, because they've been in bloom for a little while. Most of our orchids are probably about to go into their dormant season, you know, as we're going into the fall. But yeah, just try things. I would say less. Try things. Some of the things that you want. As far as the plants, you can probably buy them, you know. But as far as like if you're trying to grow some crops, something that you're going to eat or whatever, try growing it from a seed. Get you some small containers, you know, get you some good soil. Try growing it from a seed. Again, Google can be your friend, you know, and a lot of this in terms of how you learn what each specific type of thing needs, because different crops are going to need different things. You'll find some that are similar, and then you'll find some that are totally different. How did I come about being so good with gardening, flowers, horticulture? Again, just trial and error practice. I was interested in it most of my life, even as a kid. But really it comes from trial and error and listening to people. I mean, it's really that simple, say less. I cannot make it any more complicated than that. I don't have any official education, even though I'm getting ready. That's some of what I was talking about earlier. I'm getting ready to actually start getting some official certifications in some of these things, so I can have the real official knowledge for my area and be certified to, you know, do things. But as of right now, my knowledge is from experience, getting out there, putting my hands in the dirt. I mean, it's really as simple as that. The knowledge I have is from the experiences I have from trying different things. You got bored, Kiss My Cheeks? Well, I'm trying to grow it into a kind of like my next business venture, let's say. So that's the only reason why I would say I'm not bored with it, is because I'm trying to grow it into my next business venture. So I'm actually chasing the knowledge, the education, and the experiences. You know, I'm chasing the trial and error now, you know, getting more focused on it. So that's the only reason I would say. You moved to a new state and got bored. I can see that, especially depending on where you went from to, you know, if it's maybe a different climate, you know, so you would be maybe having to try to learn to grow totally different types of crops there. You know, there's a bunch of different reasons. I could see why moving to a different state could change your drive towards, you know, gardening and stuff. Oh, you started growing because you got bored. Okay. Well, that's also a thing. That's also a thing. You get bored and people take up hobbies like gardening. That's also a thing that happens for sure. But at least it's a healthy hobby. And you can see where your stuff is coming from. Thought you grew them in Japan. Loves orchids. That's her favorite flower. I don't know where orchids originate from, but I mean, we didn't grow these orchids from seed. We bought them, and then she's been basically nurturing them. Some of them that she's had for about 3 years or so now. Some of them are a little newer. But yeah, we bought them from different stores and just have taken care of them. That's all. That's all. Oh Lord, love lacing her M&Ms. You need to find somebody that's got the hookup with who owns M&Ms now. Is it Mars? I don't even know which company owns. Is Mars still a company? Y'all remember Mars bars? Who owns M&M's? I don't even know. Because it's not Hershey. Oh, yeah, it is still the Mars family. Okay. It is still the Mars family owns M&M's. Interesting. Don't hear about the owners of the companies or the conglomerates, essentially. Son of, hold on. The M&M brand was created by Forrest Mars, son of the founder of Mars, and Bruce Murray, son of the president of Hershey in 1941 with M&M's. Okay, so it's representing the last name of Mars and Murray, Bruce Murray. Interesting. Get your M&M's history, Lovelace. Tayward in here? Where at? Shout out to Tayward. I don't see him, but shout out to the homie Tayward. I missed it if he's in here. You went to school for what, say less? Appreciate it, kiss my cheeks. We about to get up out of here. You went to school for what specifically, say less? Oh, Tayward owns the M&M tree. Gotcha. Your dad was a farmer? Well, you can be it too. You can be it too, say less. Don't sell yourself short. It's in your blood, and again, it's all stuff is learnable. It's all learnable stuff. Yeah, it's all things that they've been doing since the beginning of time, but it's all stuff that we all can learn. I mean, again, we teach it to children in elementary school, just we don't encourage them to stick with it, so they don't. But in elementary school, we do the experiments with children. Lovelace is fancy. She only want the green M&Ms. Good luck. Good luck. They need to, I guess you need some you need them to come out with a bag of all green M&Ms during like St. Patrick's Day or something like that. Yes, very easy stuff. I encourage any and everybody to get into, gardening, even if it's just them doing a little herb garden in their house on the counter. You can live in a high rise in New York City and have an herb garden on the counter by a window. And that's just your start. And then from there, you may decide that you want to actually invest in an indoor little, greenhouse space or whatever where you can grow something else, But just get your kids. If you got kids, keep them interested in it. Because you never know what it may turn into for you down the road. And growing your own food never goes out of style. You'll always be able to eat. You have a use in this world. So let's get up out of here, y'all. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I appreciate everybody who came through and rocked out with me. Everybody had the opportunity to hit that like button. We just went on a little history lesson, little history recap. For some of the people who ain't been around, don't understand why some of the people are called some of the things they are. Some of the people are labeled the way they are or put with some of the associations, and really experiencing some of the stuff that they are on these streets today has a lot to do with what they have done in the past on these streets and what we have all seen them do. I mean, Bishop came up here. He don't want to take responsibility for what he's done and said over these years. But, we ain't going to let him get away with it. Anybody interested in the football game? Steelers are leading right now, 7-0, 3:07 remaining in the first quarter. Cincinnati has the ball. Steelers leading 7-0. I appreciate you, Say Less. I appreciate everybody who came through. And I appreciate y'all for actually having a conversation with me. These lives here, when I say let's chat, is really for y'all. It's really for us to have the conversation about what you want to talk about. So I appreciate you bringing up the conversation, talking about the gardening and the flowers and the indoor house plants and all of that stuff. I enjoy all of these conversations. I just want to talk to y'all. When I come here, I just want to talk to y'all. That's, And yeah, I may have some things that I'm thinking about going over, but if y'all take over the show and we just talk about what y'all want to talk about, I would actually prefer that. Because the stuff I want to talk about can all wait in most cases. If I did not want anybody to interrupt, then I would not drop the link. But when the link is pinned there, it's definitely for y'all to have the conversation, whether it's through the chat like you're doing or to hit the link and come up and talk. Oh, you went for horticulture? Okay, and you said you don't really know none of it? So, yeah, I'm looking at some certifications. I'm trying to see if I can tell you the name of one of them. Crop science. There's one in crop science. There's another in soil science. The crop science one, I could probably get into immediately. The soil science one, I have to see about the prereqs and, stuff for this specific school that I'm looking at. Because I'm really interested in that soil science one, even more so than the crop science one. But the crop science one is a good place to start. So I may be jumping into that program. If I do, then that may be less time I have here. But hey, a brother got to educate himself because I got big dreams and goals ahead, and I plan on achieving all of them. And I'm definitely going to do my damnedest to run towards them. So, yeah. How the Cowboys looking on my fantasy? That you don't know nothing about fantasy, Just Jay, do you? You don't know nothing about fantasy, do you? The Cowboys, like, you don't choose a team. I don't care how the Cowboys are doing. The Cowboys could lose every game this season, and that would be just fine with me. Y'all know I ain't no Cowboys fan. Would you say, Kiss My Cheeks, you grew cucumbers once thinking they would look like the ones in the market? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Say less. And that's another thing. Say less than anybody listening wanting to talk about the gardening stuff. Whenever you grow your stuff at home, vegetables and stuff like that, do not expect it to look like the stuff in the grocery store. Unless you shop at stores like, maybe Whole Foods, their stuff even be looking perfect sometimes. But unless you shop at a store that puts out the stuff that looks irregular and weird and stuff like that, don't expect everything you grow to look perfect. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. Just in the grocery stores, they grow those things. They're sometimes chemically engineered and modified and all types of crazy stuff. So how come they all look the same? When you grow something in your garden, you're going to see that one tomato does not look like the other tomato. When you pull them off the vine, they're going to be different sizes. They're going to be different shapes. One going to look all weird and one's going to look almost perfect. All of those different things are going to happen on the same vine. Same with your cucumbers, your zucchini, your squash. All of those things, they're going to look different than what you see in the grocery store. They're going to be in different shapes and sizes. So just be aware of that. Don't be looking for those grocery store perfect looking vegetables. And there's nothing wrong with them. Cut into it. Taste it. You're going to see it's just like all the rest of them. It just grew differently. They discard those whenever they're putting stuff in the grocery store. Just Jay, the Cowboys players I have on my team is I got the kicker on one of my teams. I got CeeDee Lamb on one of my teams. He obviously hasn't played since like week 1, I believe it is. I don't know that I have any other Cowboys players on my team. That's a fact, Lovelace. Homegrown food looks so strange but tastes so good. Yeah, your homegrown food, it may look weird, but it's going to taste better than the grocery store stuff. Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, I don't have very many Cowboys on my team. I don't have any of them in this one league. And in my other league, like I said, I got the kicker and I got CeeDee Lamb, but he hasn't played since like week 1 or 2. So basically no Cowboys. Oh, I got that tight end Jake Ferguson as well in this league. So I got Cowboys tight end, kicker, and CeeDee Lamb in this one league. In the other league, I don't have any of them. And in the league that I have them in, I'm getting my ass kicked. My record sucks. So not doing too well with them Cowboys on my team. All right, y'all, we're going to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll probably be back on Sunday morning to get into, opening the football games, talking about what's upcoming in football and in the fantasy football. So I'll try to come back Sunday morning. Don't know exactly what time yet, but I'll probably try to come back Sunday morning. We can talk about other things as well, but we'll get the football breakdown, pregame show, all of that stuff. Get that done. We'll talk about maybe some of the betting lines and some of the fantasy football, cover the standings, and then, like I said, then we might open it up for some of the other stuff if we feel so inclined. But y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll see y'all around on these YouTube streets, not tonight, but, throughout the day, tomorrow, stuff like that, and over the weekend. I'll see y'all on these YouTube streets. Y'all make sure y'all take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Do something good for yourself. And then do something good for somebody else. It'll make you feel good, and that karma will come back to you. Trust me on this. Don't go out there expecting it or waiting for it. Just go out there, do something good for yourself. Do something good for somebody else. And it will come back to you and bless you when you least expect it, but when you most need it. Protect your peace at all times. Like Lovelace says, you are worth it. And until next time, good people, this is Iceberg. You make sure y'all have a wonderful evening. Salute.
Now, as they say in your country, let us be out.